So anyway, how about that Toho? That's right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is. Yes, very good. Let's start up the game. Ah, la, 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 la. Goodbye. Okay. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. Here we go. Goo, no more. We did it. Now we're moving on to the next chapter. Everything is organized. Everything is ready. Alright, we did everything here. We don't have that many characters to choose from this time around. But we got a bunch of locked in characters. And yeah, that's about it really. So let's fucking do it. Bitch. Hakure Shrine. Tag, you're it now, Luna. Hey, no fair. Why are you only going after me? There's no way I can catch someone like Wriggle or Chen. Still, trying's the point of the game. Maybe we should play kick the can or hide and seek instead. I'm kind of tired of all the stuff we normally do. Let's find something else. The weather's gotten chilly, but they're still as energetic as ever. Aren't children supposed to be like that? I'd be more worried if they weren't. How about we follow their lead and go do something ourselves? It's mid-autumn. How about we go do some leaf peeping on Yokai Mountain? I like that idea. I could show you a nice spot for it too. You know, we've never been able to all meet up like this last fall. Did I ever even leave the Netherworld back then? Now that you mention it, it must have been a while since you've had a chance to relax like this, Yomu. Yes, I don't normally get many opportunities to in the Netherworld. I came here to go shopping in the village today, so I stopped by to pay a visit. So how about we go see some of the others later? Folks at Eientei must be pretty bored now that their exhibition's over. Good idea. I don't have any plans for this afternoon. By the way, how have Remilia and Flandre been doing after that whole thing? I caught a glimpse of them taking a walk together near the mansion. Looks like Remilia kept her promise to take her outside. Before you know it, they'll be strolling up to the shrine and pestering you for tea. Come on, it's broad daylight. Vampires these days are active during the daylight too, you know. Only being awake at night is so last century. Ugh, that'll teach us to speak of the devil. And isn't that... Oh, it's not just Marissa and her friends, the fairies are here too. Oh, Flandre! Are you going to be okay out in the middle of the day, Flan? Uh-huh, they said I can go out in the day since I've gotten some practice at it. I bet everybody's jealous of our matching parasols. Don't horse around too much, Lady Flan. Be careful with the sunlight. Even a little stumble would make Remy worry. Remilia and Flandre seem like they've been getting along after what happened earlier. Indeed, lately they've been doing everything together. Seeing them sleep together in the matching clothes is all very, very adorable. You don't really need to put so much stress on that point. So what brings you here today? It better not be throwing a party at my place. I did consider that, but that's not why we're here. How would you ladies like to visit the moon? Huh? The moon? The same moon we just got back? Correct. Telling Flan about the incident piqued her curiosity. Remy's thoroughly transfixed by the idea herself, so we're looking for a method of traveling to the moon. Do you guys want to go to the moon? No. End of chapter. A trip to the moon? You keep coming up with these crazy ideas. Just the kind of lunatic plan I'd expect out of you. Oh, shut up. If the Lunarians can come and go from the moon, then I can too. But if we can really go, that sounds super fun. We could pick up moon rocks or prank the bunnies doing their mochi pounding and all sorts of things. The pranking scene here has gotten really stale lately. We could really shake things up with this. Yeah, exactly. You girls get it. More than Rainbow does anyway. If you help out on our investigation, I don't mind you tagging along. Really? Awesome. If that's all, we're gonna go get ready. Oh, hold on here. Is it really that easy to get to the moon? Even in the outside world, you need cutting-edge technology and facilities. Naturally, I've already calculated what we'll need based on various reference books. Firstly, a rocket engine that'll require liquid fuel. And what was it after that? Armstrong? Yes, strong arms. I'm sure we'll find some of those around here. I'm not sure how serious you're being right now. Sounds interesting, but I think we need a bit more information. It's a wild idea, but what could you be more adventurous than going to the moon? Heck yeah, I'm in. Really, Marissa? Hooray! It might go without saying, but we'll help out too. So first, we just have to find all that amazing stuff. I should be able to gather information with my bugs. Then I'll go ask the cats. They don't seem very useful, but we can fit a few more people. Alright, Vlon and I will design the interior of the vessel, and we'll leave the research to you. It's your idea, and you're not even helping out. It's midday, so the mistresses shouldn't push themselves. In exchange, you can rely on our resident intellectual. Now that we have so many people, why don't we divide the labor and start inquiries? Sounds good. We'll head over to Cordon's and look for the book from the outside world or something. Since you're already out and about, why don't you come with us, Patchouli, Sakuya? Understood, Reimu. Could you and another group see what you can find at Aku's house? Reimu, while we maybe have been dragged into this... Okay, sheesh, not like I have a choice. I have to bring the things I brought back to the Netherworld, but I'll look into it once I'm there. Very well, let's regroup at the base of Yokai Mountain right after noon. I want to go to the moon. You want to go to the moon? I want to go to the moon. Okay. Phew, we've been at this the whole morning. So did any of you find anything cool yet? Yeah, I picked up some rocks that look kind of like the moon. Does that help? My friends told me no bug has ever flown to the moon. What were we looking for again? Geez, you guys have lost the plot yet again. Sorry for making you come here for this, Nazarin. I don't mind. Once we figure out what we're looking for, we should see smoother progress. Raymond and the others should be here soon, so if we just wait for them. Hello there! Wow, you got the Buddhist in on this. Smart move. Greetings, everybody. Over there is... Oh, good. We're all here now. So this is the group that wants to visit the moon. Oh, everyone's showing up at once, other than Yomo anyway. Wait a minute, you're gonna help us too, Kane? I couldn't believe my ears when I heard that you were planning, but I doubt you'll call this off just on my advice. And in that case, I can't very well leave you unaccompanied. Someone's gotta be your chaperone. How like you. Though honestly, I was thinking the same thing. So anyway, we had no luck on our end, but how did it go for everyone else? Well, the human village didn't know anything useful. We could visit my place if you like, but we don't have any technical books like that. Oh, what about Marissa's group then? Yeah, we went to Cordon's and we got a pretty big haul there. We borrowed some books about the outside world, a model rocket, and some space food. Ooh, now we're getting closer. In particular, the books contained an important hint. It seems we need to find a 3-staged cylinder. 3 what? Apparently the outside world calls it a 3-stage rocket. So in order to reach the moon, we need a propulsion of a 3-stage tube. I'm pretty sure the propulsion comes from the engine. Nah, it may be a rocket, but if we're going to build it, it'll be a Gensokyo style rocket. So my logic goes that we should be able to supplement its propulsion with the power of fantasy. Oh wow, I wasn't thinking of it that way. That said, we've got no idea how we're gonna make this tube thing go. Though if we're in a hurry, we could always ask the folks over at Eientei. But would it really be a good idea to talk about this idea with them? They're on the run from the moon, so I'm sure they'd be against this. Well, it's not like we have anything to lose if they say no, right? We got nothing else going on right now. That's true, we might as well try. The entire plot of this was, man, the moon can't find us, and immediately they're like, hey, let's go to the moon. I see. So you're requesting that I lend you my wisdom. Yes, although whether we can implement your ideas or not is another matter. We couldn't possibly tell you how to get to the moon. If you provoke the Lunarians, their emissaries might really come next time. Yeah, I figured it'd end up like this. But couldn't we just make a quick visit and head right back home? If we don't stick around, wouldn't they just let it slide? You don't know that. Plus, I wouldn't be able to help you anyway. My lunar veil broke when I landed on the Earth. What's a lunar veil? Their device is used to travel between the Earth and the moon. Hers was damaged when she arrived. It can't lift even a single person now. Well, why not let us take a look at it just for reference? No way that's happening. You might be able to fix the thing. Regardless, we can understand your objections to this trip. However, since this is the mistress's wish, I cannot give up on it that easily. Considering your situation here at Eientei, I suppose this was inevitable. Well, that's that. I hate to cut and run, but we'll be going now. Yep, see ya. Glad we had this talk. Humans look so disappointed. We could have been a little nicer to them. We don't have a choice. If the emissaries discovered our position, it wouldn't end well. Yes, it's unfortunate, but our only option is to make them give up on this. We can't afford even the slightest chance of them discovering our whereabouts. Right, even if Lady Watatsuki has yet to set a punitive expedition, that doesn't mean she won't. Yes, of course, Lady Watatsuki. Wait, Watatsuki? Are you saying that the current leader of the emissaries is a Watatsuki? Yes. Both Lady Toyohime and Lady Yorihime are in charge now. They were appointed relatively recently, though. No way. I can't believe the Watatsuki sisters ended up in power. This possibility never even crossed my mind. So I guess you know them then. Indeed. Both Toyohime and Yorihime were my students when I lived on the moon. Before I left, I'd have my eye on them as my potential successors. What? That's the first us rabbits ever heard about this. No kidding. Back when I was there, all I heard was ugly gossip. Well, of course they wouldn't publicize their connections to a major criminal. Ah, so that's why. Still, it's quite the surprise to hear that you ended up in charge. After what happened with me, there couldn't have been an easy path for them. I still don't know all the details, but I think I get it now. It's entirely possible they've been not sending any punishment squads on purpose. You think it was intentional? Yeah, Lady Yakugoro's their teacher, right? So I bet they're protecting her. That couldn't possibly... Lady Yakugoro? I'll need to take some time to rethink matters. I'd like to be alone. Go keep an eye on the humans. Why is being alone so important? I'll explain later. For now, carry out my instructions. Understood. I'll begin tailing them immediately out for surveillance. Hey, since you didn't say we needed to hop to it or anything, slow down! If my current conjecture is correct, then the lack of emissaries is a favor from the Watatsuki sisters. After all, with their powers, they'd certainly be able to find us whenever they wanted. It might even be possible to communicate with them. For the method of contact... Not even this game can save those characters. We should have known that the Eientei people would say no. It's perfectly reasonable of them to not want us to interfere with the moon. Going back empty-handed would be kind of frustrating, so let's keep looking for something to propel the rocket. The power of a 3-stage tube, right? That's what Patchouli said. I don't think we'll ever understand that, so let's just wait for Yomu to get back and... Why are you people still here? No matter what you try, you'll never get to the moon with Earth technology. Oh, it's you two, huh? What, you come here to laugh at us? No, we're just here to observe you. The master wanted to think about something, too. What would she have left to think about after we already left? Not sure. All she said was just give her some time alone. Well, it's best to stay away from her in times like these. You don't even want to know what'll happen to you if you interrupt her. I see. Well, if that's all, then we don't mind, but... What is a Nazarene? Ah, well, I'm picking up something rare. Not sure what it is, though. The readings are bouncing all over the place, so I couldn't quite pin down its location. You think whatever's bouncing around might be what we're looking for? I'm picking up some wavelengths, too. It seems to be the size of some kind of animal. It feels different from any of the yokai around there, though. A rare animal, strange wavelengths. You've piqued my curiosity. Yeah, let's go check it out. Uh-oh. Animal trail. Forest. Unbelievable. A glimpse at a future sky. Catbird. Got it. This place a bust too, huh? No luck finding Miss Koishiorin. Yeah, I was planning on looking at some more out-of-the-way places, but we stand out here too much, so we shouldn't stay here for long. Let's go home, Oku. But there's tons more places we can look. Isn't it a whole new world up on the surface? This is the same map that I fought Yomu on in Eternal. You idiot! Do you know how much trouble we'll get if the surface dwellers find us? What, you want to go sightseeing or something? Well, this is my first time up here, so I am a little interested. But this is the place that chased out Miss Satori and Miss Koishi. I could never love a place like this. Yeah, agreed. Let's just look a bit more and then head home. We don't want Miss Satori to hear about this either. Orin, what's wrong? Something's coming! I'm ready. Are you ready? Okay, this is about where the rare readings were coming from. Hey, it's them! Oh no, of all people, it had to be them? Those are underworld yokai. What are they doing here? So you know those two. Yeah, I got a dose of underworld hospitality from those two a while back. They're the minions of a real pain of a yokai named Satori. What are you doing on the surface? I thought there was an inviolable agreement between the surface and the underworld. Not happy to say this, but just this once, the odds are against us. Now, ladies, why don't you just pretend you never saw anything? I mean, didn't you sneak into the underworld before, too? That may be true, but we can't just ignore what we saw. But what did you come up here for? Why would you violate the ban? Blech. It would have been better for all of us if you included, you just looked the other way. Or what are we supposed to do about them? Isn't it obvious we can't leave behind any evidence? Gah, are these all vengeful spirits? There's so many of them. Where do they come from? Listen up, Boku. They look like they got some real hotshots in that crowd. Me and the spirits will fight them while you... No, I'll fight too. Huh? You know, match for them. But didn't Miss Satori look pretty stressed out back around springtime? I feel like it was right around after these girls came to the underworld. For the love of... Why do you only remember the weirdest things? Fine, do whatever you want, but fall back if things get too crazy out there. Defeat Orin. All allies defeated. Defeat Orin after defeating Utso. This thing has a map attack? I don't even know if it's going to use it. Alright. Ogu got a bone. She's got Prevail and Support Defense. She's got Super Utsuo Danmaku, Utsuo Punch, Ultimate Utsuo Punch, Ultimate Utsuo Punch Deluxe. Okay. It's big moves. You get Instinct, Prevail, Support Attack, Unfocused Movement, and Predict. Wheelbarrow and Cat's Walk. You get a spell card? No spell cards. Okay. So Marissa only needs one more kill, and then she's kind of like done. Begin the battle. Ah wah 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 wah. Ah wah 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 wah. Move? Yeah, sure. You okay? Need a snack? Could always benefit from a snack. Land God Summon. Just trying to sneak in there. Just trying to sneak in there. Okay. Let's summon a land god. I don't need a miracle to defeat you. I can wield Lady Suako's power now. Froggy ring. Arr. I gotta kill the red one. That's what Sanai said. The red one has to die. What do you mean the red one? Kind of suspicious talk is that? Now give up. This one, right, Alice? Napalm! Ba-boom! Wow, okay. No Danmaku fields is good. Alright, and then slot Reimu in there to throw some needles. Honestly, Reimu, let's attack the one that's red, because the sooner this one dies, the less problems I have. Are we aiming for them based on your intuition, Reimu? No, you're aiming based on the player's decision making. This one's the most troublesome, so it's best that we take this one out first. 2, 3, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 09. You can't hit me with the grudge because you can't hold a grudge against me. Alright. What? Well, alright. Rumia. It's gonna do 0 damage, so save your support defend for someone who matters. There's no reason for you to jump in the way here, because it doesn't do anything. It just eats my MP. Oh, it just missed, never mind. That went quite well. Lady Patchley, shall we go after this one? Pew. What a hodgepodge smorgasbord of colorful characters that EOSD. Am I right? You got the magic one. You got the maid. You got the tall one. You got the small one. You got the other small one. I'm sure we'll please these two will go greatly together, faith in such a fashion. Bait him up. Who's the small one? I'd tell you, but, you know, you gotta figure that out on your own. It's up to you to discover the truth. They're all small. No. No. At minimum. At minimum. Okay? Minimum. Only 2 of them are small. Maximum 3. Maximum 3, minimum 2. Alright? I don't wanna hear your games. I don't wanna hear your games. I don't wanna hear your lies. Don't tell me your lies. Try dodging this. Alright, red one's dead. Okay, the blue ones can't put Danmaku down, so it's helpful. Reimu's farming kills. We need Reimu to farm kills. This is a good map to farm kills for Reimu. We don't need to concern ourselves too much with what's going on in the next chapter, but Reimu and Marissa will have the kill counts necessary. Don't worry about it. I'm counting on you, Reimu. I'm counting your kill, Reimu. Now, I'm no expert or anything on character heights, but I can tell you that some characters are tall and some characters are small. This seems like an unnecessary amount of firepower for this, but I mean, why not? Sure. According to my extreme biases. What about characters that are average height? Well, who cares? Catalyzing 2 dolls. Boom! Oh, that just killed outright. Dayose Small. Her name is Big Fairy. What do you think? You think a character named Big Fairy is small? Huh? You think that's funny? You think that's funny? Huh? You laughing about that? Ha 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 ha. Her name is Big, but she's so small. No. The biggest fairy is still a fairy. Well, you say that, but who's to say the biggest fairy can't be the size of, like, an adult? Also, that thing's alive. That's embarrassing. It sounds like that other Bakeneko came from the underworld. Yeah, though I have no idea what this underworld thing is. As I suspected, the younger yokai don't know anything about it. We 3 only know about it because Yukari really chewed us out of the trip. Listen, the underworld is an underground world that was closed off from Gensokyo. There's an agreement between the surface and the underworld that people will never travel between them. Never? The underworld is a place where unmanageably dangerous yokai reside. The sages determined that the segregation was the best way for us to coexist. I see, I think I get it now. I thought their wavelengths felt more dangerous than yours. Hey, why don't you stop trashing us like that and just come out and help us out? That's right, Ace, and we're surrounded too. No need to be jumpy. They're only will-o-wisps. Well, there's only one thing to do. What would that be? We'll fight fire with fire. Bunny, look over there. Another yokai. We're being ambushed. Oh, you're lending us a hand, Raisin. Don't get me wrong, I'm not here to make friends. But I'm not going to sit back and watch you get encircled and defeated either. Come at me from whatever angle you'd like. I'll still shoot you down. I have Bunny. She has after image. She has hit and run, instinct, support attack 2, and P hit. Red Eyes of Madness. Gains 150 attack, 1 range, 6 ammo. So yeah, she has all her moves, but she also has Invisible Full Moon, which is pretty cool. But like, who cares about that? What do you got for spirits? You got Snipe, Focus, Sense, and Triumph. Those are all pretty good. You're stopping here? I'm all for relaxing, but without a proper memorial service, you'll get haunted by all sorts of nasty spirits. You might want to try to finish this game ASAP, just saying. What? I just get threatened? Rainbow's at 95 kill. $96 kill for Rainbow. I don't really want to move yet because, like, Utso is making her way towards us. So I'd rather just wait for her to get up here and go from there. There's no time restriction on this map. Yeah, see? Shrine Maiden extension. No, 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 no. We're gonna get ultimate Utso punched. So there's 0 chance to hit. Okay. I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere before. You're right. Didn't we catch a glimpse of her when we went to dig out the Palanquin ship? And you? But I don't know any of you. Looks like she doesn't remember us, though. Bird brain, 3 steps away from a sparrow's favor. If she's an underworld crow, then we can't let our guard down around her. I get the feeling she's more gluttonous than a surface crow. You're all being so mean. Oh wait, I remember. You're the ones who came to the underworld and gave Satori a hard time. I'm gonna pay you back for that. You're gonna get hurt if you look down on me. Special punch! Wait, what? No, this happened in Marissa's route. This happened in the Marissa route split. Where I was on Rainbow's route, we ran into Lunasa and Lily, and then Sho and Nazarin and Chen. Yukari's never gonna let me hear the end of it when we tell her the underworld yokai showed up. Not that someone on your level counts as much of a threat, I guess. What was that? You never know until you try. Even I can be useful to Miss Satori. Okay, not everyone's gonna have dialogue. I have to assume that most dialogue is focused on the characters who went there. Something smells good. Yeah, you think so? Hey, what kind of stuff do you eat in the underworld? I think it depends on the yokai. But we crows eat carrion. Oh, and whatever snacks Miss Satori makes for us. Drool. You smell like a crow. Oh, I cannot imagine why. Why do you sing, little crow? Because the crows are saying so. Ooh, I heard that song. Really? Then sing along. Sorry, I don't remember it too well. Me neither. No words from Alice. Kind of surprising, because she actually was there. Never thought I'd run into Satori's minions on the surface. Unyu? Have I seen you before? And she doesn't even remember me. But that's fine, I'm already sick and tired of bumping into you girls. Nothing from Snai. You have a pretty toned body. Do you do martial arts or something? Ah, no, kicking and punching is kind of scary. but even getting a human form is pretty rare for us crows. So despite your body, you're more of the childish type, or rather the newly yokai type. Mei-Ling said the thing that we were all thinking. Crows always making a mess of our garbage. Hey, those are surface crows, right? Still, crows are crows. Don't you have similar eating habits? Well, if you don't eat, then your tummy starts rumbling. But I share with friends, and I always eat every edible part. What in the world are you eating? No words from Bunny. Commencing battle. Engage. She's all alone. Well, let's beat her up, I guess. Super Utsu Odanmaku. Alright. Smell like a crow. I'll lend you my talons, Rumia. Ow, that hurt. You're gonna get hurt if you look down on me. Take a nice big swing and throw. She threw rocks at me. Not cool. What's your power at? Alright, come on. Hit me with your best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Ultimate Utsu punch. Alright. This one's gonna hurt. Just like we drilled. I'm honestly shocked I can't shoot back. Oh shit, the cat is on the move. I mean, it's just like unnecessary, but like you're picking the fight with me, so you're dying for it. I don't have time for your games. Die. Well, it's only got 180 MP. I don't have a weaker move. I mean, I do, but I have one shot for it. It really doesn't matter which one I choose. Look at that damage. Alright. Another one. Okay, well I guess Alice is collecting souls. Why are they attacking Alice? I don't know. Even a fairy could dodge that. So disrespectful. If you're too busy doing math puzzles, I'll steal the prize. Math puzzles? This is how I conduct research. Boom. Oh, the crit, that just flat out kills. Okay. Oren, they're pretty strong. Yeah, we might not be able to handle this alone. I need to gather a few more spirits or this could turn ugly. Whoa, even more vengeful spirits. How odd, I had thought vengeful spirits were just animated grudges. How is it she can direct them to her own ends? I've no doubt that cat yokai has the power to control spirits. Gosh, so there's a yokai who can do that too. People on the surface would know the first thing about these guys. You're just prejudiced. Vengefulness is an emotion like any other. They can play nice when you talk to them. Such a sinister power, just what I'd expect from an underworld yokai. But we'll be fine, our side is way stronger. I'll cut my way through your hatred. We found the source of that unhappy sound. It's not every day we get a chance to play with vengeful spirits instead of ghosts. There's more of them! Nice, it's Yomu in the prison rivers. Good work finding us, Yomu. Yes, I did some research on Hyakugokuro and came back with the prison rivers. We sensed some strange noise and came to take a look. I see some new faces in the audience, but I get the feeling they're not new friends. I should have expected this from enemy territory, huh? This is just getting worse and worse. I wish I could help. Oh, hey, I can. I'm gonna call on my Hell Crows. Wait, you can do that? On the surface, Oku, is that really gonna work? Don't worry, even I'm pretty strong for a crow. Come forth, Hell Crows. I mean, come over here. I'll fight you myself. What am I gonna do with her? Alright, here we go. Ultimate Utso Punchy Deluxe. Final damage plus 50. Eep. Can fight too, you know. How do you like this? Ultra special golden delicious giant Magnum punch! Ow. That barely hurt. Okay. Can I throw a bomb at her? Dude, I can't? Kane, I'm gonna borrow some power from you. Because I want to throw a bomb at her. This is like unnecessary levels of extra kill, but like... Come on. Come on, let's throw a bomb at her. Alright. Lady Suiko, lend me your strength. Sure, that's easy enough. Concentrating spirit. Mother Ocean, gather unto us. Ready when you are. Give him the works. Water bomb! Nicely done, Lady Suiko. Flattery will get you nowhere. Eviscerated. No EXP! So much for that. Huh? Is that it? She wasn't very strong, was she? I guess even Underworld yokai have their weaklings. I feel like even us fairies could take her on a bad day. Oko, I told you you'd be no match for them. You went back first, leave the rest to me. I'm sorry. I got nothing. 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 Okay. What the fuck do you three even do? Nobody knows. Nobody fucking knows. Item. What? Y'all have solo concerts, right? Power up +5, targeted evasion, and fan shaped power down. Well, you can lower power with that. Oh, cool. 68 MP! Damn! Ensemble leader. You can also put all three of them together. Yeah, I can. I can do that. Ha ha ha. Synchronize and split. Now they're all crazy. Alright, Yomu. It's your job to cut things. So cut them. Grudge diffusion. No. Everyone went to the underworld during the snow incident, right? I was stuck in Hyakugokuro at the time. I think you were lucky not to come with us, though. Yukari punished us so harshly, I don't even want to talk about it. She did, huh? Lady Yukari can be truly frightening when she's angry. This isn't even a strong move. I mean, it is, but it's not as strong as it can be. But it's okay, because this map... There's a couple of these guys. I just wanted to do at least 10,000. Is that so much to ask, Yomu? 10,000 damage? Yomu. Yomu, that wasn't even half the requested amount of damage. That's embarrassing. Easy peasy. I'm going to expect higher results next time. Prism River Chargy attack. Yeah, we're gonna pop that alert so you can't hit me, bitch. Stay a while and listen. Presto, with vigor. Alright, beat the shit out of them with your instruments. There. Ha! Ooh-yeah. I like that Merlin uppercuts them with the trumpet. And it makes a noise. As if that's possible. That doesn't even make any sense. Yeah, but who cares? You know, who cares? Undine. It's so far away, but I'll try anyway. You intend to give it your all, Lady Patchouli. I shall assist. Book. Why are you alive? Shouldn't you be dead? You should be dead. Why are you not dead? Vengeful Spirits, all stats plus 40. I now understand why you are not dead. That is fucked up. That is absolutely fucked up. What kind of power is that? You'll go down there and help her. Alright, Rumia. I'm pretty confident that you kill without any assistance. Stand aside, chump. I got it. I can take it from here. So the Vengeful Spirits are kind of obnoxious when Auron moves into them, which is why she's moving towards. I probably shouldn't segregate my units too much, all things considered. But I wouldn't worry about that. We're killing. Why? A little surprise napalm. Yeah, I love the smell of napalm in the morning. It's not morning anymore, streamer. No, it really fucking isn't, is it? It's dark outside. It was dark when I woke up, and it's dark when I stopped. All around me is dark. It's all dark. I hate dark. Red eyes of madness. You know what, right? I could, but I'm gonna shoot this guy. I'm gonna shoot this guy. He's a bitch. Commencing battle. Engage. Armor-piercing shells ready. What? She can do that? She can load her handgun with different bullet types? What? Move? Yeah, you can stand next to defense. Alright. Ma! She's gonna walk on me. Maybe don't. You really aren't gonna look the other way on this, huh? Of course not. Coming to the surface isn't something we view charitably. What exactly are you girls up here for anyway? Don't tell me Satori has you up to no good. Nah, this has nothing to do with Miss Satori. It doesn't? If you just pretended not to recognize us, we'd be home by now. If we cause a scene at a place like this... What's going on? Are you saying you came up here independently? I had nothing else to say to a surface dweller. You'll just have to beat you up so you can't report this to the sage. You're not seeing through this. Cat. Cat noises. Kane, I need your help. All their stats are up. Kane will protect me. Bit of a close shave. Never mind. Unnecessary. I see right through you. Pew, pew. Ah! How embarrassing. These ghosts are kind of, well, they're, no, sorry, vengeful spirits. These vengeful spirits are kind of fucked up now that, like, Orin's just sitting in the middle of the damn stage. Finish the job, Kane. Well, she's not gonna. Oi, oi, oi. There's quite a number of these guys left. I'm gonna eat the ghost. Yoma will protect me. Alright. Why do so many of these people target Rumia? Can they not see her stats? Can they not see the investment I put into her? Getting hit? No thanks. Do they not understand she's the strongest thing on the field? By like a significant margin? What is it they're not understanding? It's like Pac-Man. They're just a bunch of pack dots. Wagga wagga. Yum, there goes another one. It's probably best I don't pick a fight with this. I'm gonna bank the evasion. Oh, well. So much for that. What do you mean the spirit took out Deep Rumi, you'd be famous? No, you wouldn't, because in universe, she would fall like... Everybody would just consider her fodder. Nobody actually regards the fact that she's the best unit in the game. Nobody's regarding that. It's crazy, isn't it? To them, it's just like, haha, you took out stage 1 boss, but in actuality, that stage 1 boss... Come on! That stage 1 boss is stronger than Yomu. Holy shit, I beat Reimu. Yeah, because Reimu can take 2 hits. Guess how many hits Rumia can take? Because I don't know. She can take a lot of them, though. Rumia's fucking invincible. What the fuck are you doing here? Concerto. Concerto. These are the same... What? I don't know what stat's better. Whatever. You're almost there. I could do it some hazard pay because these fans are rowdy. I can do it! I can! You should probably say that to yourself. 1, 2, 3! Noise! That killed? Wow. Okay, alright. Happiness shower. Why do all of you want to attack Bunny? You think this is some kind of game? Eh? Should have focused earlier, huh, streamer? Yeah, probably. But yeah, well, simple enough. That's all right. Do it like they taught in basic. Pew, pew. Maybe you're not optimizing gameplay by min-maxing the amount of things you pick. Yeah, but I forget because there's so many things. I just forget that I can do things. We're not really gonna final spark this guy, are we? That's fucking insane. That's absolutely insane. Why are you hitting me? Bitch. You ain't hitting me. Fuck you. I'm coming over to kick your ass. You don't have an ass. I'm gonna make you materialize an ass so I can kick it. You forgot your change, pal. It's interesting that Alice's team attack is Artful Sacrifice, but she can't use that without a certain amount of power. But she can just do it as a support attack. I guess it's weaker than otherwise, but it'd be weaker regardless because power does influence that. Oh. Yeah, fuck it. Just keep shooting them. Bang. Bang. Racing. I won't let it end like this. I had it drilled into me to take whatever chances you get. Finger gun. Whoa, that's pretty good. You're pretty good. And here we are, working on the assignment. You want to fight me? Okay. I don't care if you're protected by Orin's magical aura. You're not gonna manage this. I'll help with this one, Kane. I like the screen shake you get on those needles, so you know that they're more powerful than the other needles. Oh, juicer, it's that effect. Check out my cool sword. Kane's doing her job just fine. Alright. What's the card situation? Status report. 100 kills. With this, Marissa will be at 101 kills, which is perfect. She'll have her 100 kills. It's a Marissa sweep! Oh, well, okay. Non-directional laser! There, now she has her kills. Now it's up to Reimu to get a couple more. I just need to not, Marissa will now be delegated to damage duty, effectively. I want to do it because it's cool. No other reason, to be honest with you. In this situation. Ghostly wheel. Spin. Spin. Alright, gang, let's get poppin'. Don't get too crazy out there, you hear? Kira-sen says this is the time signature, right? Yeah, we're in sync. Play the music. Noise attack. My ears. Ah! I don't know what type sound is good against. I don't know. Okay. Yomo. Yomo. Hit him with a... Okay, that'd be really embarrassing if you missed, so let's not miss. I just don't think Rokankin will kill, but this can't guarantee a hit. Dead. Well, that's a little more damage than needed. I suppose that's fine. Maximum power. What's the problem? You can't actually hit anybody, can you? No. No, you can't. Well, that's fine. I don't think you need to follow up with that Sakuya's world, but you're not gonna miss Sakuya. Soul Scripture is cool. It also is the only one that really takes MP, so we're gonna do it because it's cool. Alright, do it! Sakuya, follow my lead. We're doing this at my pace. Alright, I'm gonna go slash now. Choppy chop. Choppy chop. Sound is in Puppet Dance Performance, and I can never remember what it's good against, because it makes no sense. Fundamentally, it makes no sense as a type. What does that mean? It means exactly what I just said. It makes no fucking sense. None of it makes any fucking sense. It's all bullshit. 85. You got this. I think. Fuck, I sure hope so. It'd be really embarrassing if you didn't. Fire! Sound is one of those types that, that and light type. Sound and light type were the two most common. Pokemon should add a new type. Here's what they should be. That you would hear about everywhere. Why? I don't fucking know why. But some people were convinced that Pokemon should have a new type, and it should be that. And then finally, after like nearly a decade, Pokemon did in fact get its new type. It's called the Fairy type. And the Fairy type is revolutionary. It's very, very popular. Very popular type. The day the sea split. Why is that not hitting? What? Bakana. Why does Ghost Bitch so evasive? Alright, hold on. I don't have Bullseye. I don't have anything! I am not... Focus isn't gonna do shit. Mailing can hit. Colorful Wind Chime. You're out of range! You're flat! Okay. That's fine. I'll set them up, you knock them out. She missed. Here's introducing the Fairy type. What's the Fairy type? You know, it's pink and it's fluffy and it's magical, and the Pokemon are like a combination of food and ugly. And somewhere in between food and ugly. Wow, that's great. So what's the type do? Oh, it's immune to dragon, and it's only weak to the two most uncommon offensive types in the entire series. Is that so? So? Really? Really? Why? Oh. Because. Fuck you. And then Fairy types became one of the most prominent types in the entirety of competitive Pokemon. The end. Well, I mean, back in Gen 4, if you could learn Draco Meteor, you just press Draco Meteor. And no one could handle Draco Meteor. So true. So true. You're gonna kill me if that hits. I'm gonna borrow some of your goo so I don't die, but like, it's really embarrassing. Just don't get hit. You're the one controlling the balls of fire, right? Prepare to die! Ugh, the straggler who showed up late! You surface dwellers sure love buddying up, huh? I'm nothing like them, I simply want to survive. You recall Mawile ugly. What? I said ugly, food, and everywhere in between. Everywhere in between. You can't eat Mawile. At least, I don't think you can. I wouldn't encourage you to try either. Alright, I'm gonna sing a song. Ghostly Wheel Concerto. I can do it! I can! Dead chorus, ring to the heavens. Energy ball! We hope you enjoyed it. We know you're rooting for us, but now we have to go! You can rationalize Fairy's weakness all you want, but you and I both know the reason for its weaknesses is it has nothing to do with anything, but its meta relevancy. Nothing! Nothing! It's got nothing to do with anything! Alright, kill mode, engage. How convenient that it makes sense thematically for this new type to be weak to the most uncommon offensive types in the entire series. Yes. Steel type offensively had a lot of resistances that made it not that great, but it still had some good moves. Poison, on the other hand, was only good against one type, so it was more of a neutral hit. But then they gave it a reason, they gave it more of a reason to exist. The problem is that Game Freak, oh no! Wait, what? Game Freak is about as good as balancing as most Nintendo games are, which is to say Nintendo games are horrible at balance. Their game design really could use some work. That's for sure. I tell ya. I fucking tell ya. Fire. Game design could use some work. Here's what I learned. This is mostly for Smash though, but Smash really loves to reward mediocrity with like ridiculous reward, which is really annoying. Every time they create a system in a Smash game for the last two games, the amount of reward you gain for pulling it off is not equal to the amount of effort it took to pull it off. So what I mean by that, well, that guy's gonna protect them. I'd rather you didn't. I'll focus up. Okay. What I mean by that is in Smash 4 they introduced Ryu as a character and they gave him fighting game inputs. They gave him a Tatsu. They gave him a Tatsu, they gave him a Shoryu, and they gave him a Hadoken. And you can use, that's also his up B, his side B, and his neutral B. But if you do the input, you can also do a half circle and do a Shakunatsu. But anyway, the point is, when you just up B with Ryu, it's not really a move. You don't really use that. However, if you do the input for the Shoryuken, you can kill some characters at 60%. 60%. 60. Because you did a Shoryuken input in a Smash game. And Sakurai is like, okay, you did the input? Alright, that move is now 2.25 times stronger. Because you did an input, and it's a really hard input for you baby gamers. It's a really fucking good move. And guess who does that too? all the other fucking fighting game characters in Ultimate. All of them. They all do that. They all have their own inputs. Kazuya's got 1,000 inputs, but he doesn't give a shit about 1,000 of them because he has Electric Wind God Fist. That's the only one that matters. We're gonna fuck you up. Yeah. Yeah, fuck him up. Beat the shit out of him. Steve has another problem with that, but the issue, I mean, Steve has his own fucking subset of issues, of course, but the big issue with Steve is that he also runs on a resource mechanic, and the idea is like, oh, if he runs out of resources, he's less of a character than he would be with those resources. But the issue with that comes from that when he has resources, he has a little too much gusto. So like, it's like they're really afraid when they give a resource system, they're really afraid to make it a weakness, but they make it a ridiculous strength. To a lesser extent, Robin has that, but Robin kind of makes sense because in Robin's case, it's more about wanting to fit the theme without crippling the character for no good reason. Because with Robin's tomes and his Levin sword run out and recharge, and he can run out of Wind Tome, which is his up B, but it recharges almost instantly. So it's barely ever a factor. It's barely ever a factor for, like, dying. But it is still a thing that happens with that particular character, which is kind of interesting. Wait, can I make a hit here? Oh, I can. I can fire the lunatic cannon. Oh, I can't reach with the lunatic cannon. That's not even gonna kill. Man, rabbit, what the fuck? Maybe it'll kill. So in Steve's case, it's like, okay, you press the B button and you collect your mats and you use your mats. But here's the part that's annoying, is that Iron, which is its rate of appearance is based on the stage, but it's really easy to just kind of get it regardless, unless you're getting your ass beat. It's pretty easy to get your hands on it. I'm gonna put you down here where it's nice and safe. And then the options you have with your Iron are like Anvil and shit. And then Diamond, gotcha. And then Diamond is a resource that they want to have it be like, oh, it's hard to get, so it's really strong. And then it is really strong, but it's realistically not that hard to get because the ability that Steve has to get these resources is very skewed in his favor. But also, there's also the gold. So my issue with the gold is the way that the resource works is that when Steve has resources, he can craft them into an item. And if he uses gold on his workbench, or crafting table as the kids call it. I can't reach that son of a bitch. Fine, I'll throw another fucking bomb at him. Why not? If you craft on the crafting table with your gold, you use your gold up. However, the gold also powers up the minecart, and the minecart gets really strong with the gold. But as long as you use one minecart, you'll still have 4 gold-powered minecarts left, but you won't accidentally use the gold as a resource for building a new weapon. So it just encourages a really belligerent move. And that's kind of what the character does. It's kind of belligerent. But like I said, just the resource system and input system, basically anything, did we overdo it? Yeah, it is what it is. Whenever a Smash character is... a DLC character is put into the game, the DLC character has to play a lot like their debut game to the detriment of the game, because most of the time when people complain about DLC characters, the main complaint is that they do not play Smash Brothers. Yoma, we don't need your help. That is the #1 complaint that you get from DLC characters, is that they are not playing Smash Brothers. They are playing their own game within Smash Brothers. That's how it's been, and that's how it continues to be. Some characters are just strong, and everybody likes to say DLC is a pain in the ass anyway. But the DLC characters that really piss people off, I'm talking fucking foam at the mouth. Those characters, those are usually the ones that get that. Bayonetta, Steve, Min. I don't know about Cloud. See, Cloud was a good character in Smash 4. In fact, if it wasn't for Bayonetta, he would be the best. And some people thought Cloud was worse than Bayonetta. But I don't really understand that argument because yes, Cloud was Cloud was really obnoxious in doubles. Cloud kind of ruined doubles, like, unironically. It's kind of sad because doubles in Smash 4 is pretty fun, but Cloud made it awful because finishing touch, while conceptually a hilarious move, in practice and in doubles is extremely toxic. And nobody wants to play against that. He's also a really good character on top of it. So, yeah. But he just had really easy kills with himself because his grabs were so good with following up on his own grabs. And finishing touch could get kills at like 60 off of a fucking 7% back throw. And it's just like, well, okay, I guess I'm just gonna lose stocks like that. Alright, give me some text, would ya? No text! That's fucked up! You smell like corpses! Come here, I'm gonna put my hands on you. What? I'll knock you flat. We got you. Nothing. The wheel. Meow. Huh? I was just imitating the sound I heard. You have the sound of a cat. Oh! I guess because I am one. Okay. Thanks, Lunasa. If you split, do they all get their actions? Are they... Okay. I know that face. You're hiding something. Huh? Where do you get that idea? To be more precise, it feels like you've done something bad and are wondering what'll happen when someone finds out. Times like these, you're supposed to fess up and give a heartfelt apology. I don't need a lecture from you! If you call me boring, I'll deck you. No. No! Merlin! She can't get in there. She can't do it. I wonder. Can I move and separate? No. Well, I can wait a turn. I can wait a turn. Alright. Bomb might have worked. That might have been worked better, actually. Oh, well. Yeah, I come. Alright, let me see. Someone looks grumpy today. Are you some kind of airhead or what? It's just how people are up on the surface. That has nothing to do with it. Making noise with a smile is just my thing. Open combat. So Chen isn't the only girl against Sokia with cat ears. What's this about cat ears? Oh, right. Would you mind if I asked you what set of ears are the real ones? Look, I don't know much about the surface, but couldn't you just ask the rabbit or the rat over there? Huh. Now that you mention it. Your ears are visible, Orin. I can see them all. Tell me. You tried Yoma, right? Yeah. I I heard of you. You're the shrine maiden of the surface. Rumor has it you resolved that snow incident from a while back. Oh, so they tell tales of my heroism, even the deep depths. If you want an incident resolved, then I'm your girl. As if I returned to you surface dwellers for help. Sorry, but I'm going to crush you. Why have you underworld yokai come to the surface? I ain't nothing more to say to you people. You're expecting to talk this out with Asita, right? Ugh, is our gulf with the underworld really this deep? They hate me. You were the human in black and white when she snuck into the underworld. Looks like this time you don't have that magician to hide behind, though. Yes, Mima left on another journey. But even without her, you'll find that she's still at an advantage this time. Yeah, tell me something I don't know. Now give up. So, there are some underworld yokai who come up to the surface, huh? Here I thought only Koichi did that. Wait, are you saying Miss Koichi was with you again? Well, I haven't seen her since winter. Why, something wrong? No, I wouldn't ask a surface dweller for favors. I'm gonna blow her up. I'm gonna kill her. Aguya. Book. To think the underworld yokai would be the ones breaking the agreement. Ugh. Why'd I have to get spotted by people who actually recognize me? But surely you knew and accepted this risk when you first set out. Does that mean you had some purpose for coming here that you thought outweighed the risks? And why should I tell you? All right, let's see. What's on the menu today? What's on the menu? What's on the menu? Sakuya. Full power mode. Sakuya. Sakuya. Front. Forest Blaze. Fury. Bullseye. I'm gonna do some damage. I'm gonna do some damage. I'm gonna do some damage. Pain. Activate. Pain. Eternal pain. Okay, do it. Do it. Yes. Sakura, I'll harmonize my Danmaku with yours. Burn bright. Pew. Let's finish them off, Lady Patchouli. This world is beyond your comprehension. This ain't gonna kill. This is my world. His world, 2006. Yeah. I don't know what that means. Here come that cat. Cat kick. Oh, that's the first hit. That's it. She kicked me. She kicked me. Man, the time paradox thing is just, it's so goofy. That shit is so goofy. Like, just tag out Sakuya. Here comes Sakuya. How does that work? There's two Sakuya. Two of them! Alright. Yum. Yum. I'm not gonna borrow Yomu's attack. No. I just want to do the cool move. Just want to do the cool move, that's all. I'm commencing battle. Engage. Gaze upon the hazy phantom moon. shiny and red. Pew pew. I like this theme for the bongos. Never thought I'd get through this unscathed. She does have another attack, but she won't use it. A little jamming's all the breathing room I need. You're good. So the best way to kill you. Well, I could give it to the Prism Rivers because it's 3 characters, but I could also feed Rumia. And honestly, feeding Rumia seems like the smarter choice. Look at her shine. Look at her sparkle. Fury. Bullseye. Full power mode. Are you really gonna miss? That's so fucking sad. That's so sad. Alright. Faith, trust. We do have a cheer from Lyrica. Hooray! Alright. I'm ready. Full power. Yummy. You think you can handle this? I'm gonna eat ya. It's time for our duet, Rumia. Dive bomb! Great time, Miss ya. I was just thinking I needed a snack. Can I nibble on your Bingor? Oh, you hit. Good job. Ang. Six, 8, 4, 9. Yeah, Cloak! Got her last spirit. And I got Valor. Mistia, her last spirit. That's great. That's actually fantastic. Ah, you got me too! Phew. You were a pain, but that turned out alright. Now that you'd better turn yourself in. What a mess! I can't believe we got ganged up on and beaten down by the Sweetfist. If we caused any more trouble for Miss Satori, then what was the point of all this? Is she actually giving up? Orin! What is she doing? You idiot, Oku! I thought I told you to get out of here! If you're gonna capture Orin, then you'll have to take me down too. So please, just let us go this time. We're seriously supposed to just let you go. You understand what you're asking. Your side made a promise not to come to the surface. Both of you should already know that. But if we just leave things as they are, aren't you going to tell Miss Satori what happened? Plus, I don't want to see you take Orin away. Well, this is a bind. Never thought we'd have anyone honestly begging us for forgiveness. It's hard to take a firm hand when someone shows actual remorse. Then can you tell us why you came to the surface? It's true that we were at fault when we stumbled into the underworld earlier, but reprisals do nothing but escalate conflict, right? Yeah, we didn't come here for payback or anything. We're just trying to do something for Miss Satori. Huh? They caught us while we were distracted. We'll never come to the surface again. If you still won't forgive us, then let one of those spirits around here know. If you do, I'll come up and take responsibility myself. All I ask is that you don't go spreading this around. Hey, you can't just decide that on your own. I said what I had to say. Let's go, Oku. Yeah, let's get out of here. Whoops, they got away. They're probably limping away. Are you sure we don't want to chase them? Just leave them alone. No need to leave a sour taste in my mouth. We were supposed to go looking into the rocket thing anyway. Ugh, this just got tedious. No kidding. If Yukari heard me threw down with some underworld yokai, just imagine what she'd say. My, you know me so well. Yukari? I thought I sensed an unpleasant aura, and sure enough, there were underworld yokai. Now, why don't we have a nice, relaxing chat? You can tell me about everything that happened today. Trouble. Trouble on the home front. Forest. No magic. Phew, that was an unexpected workout. We came here for information about the moon, ended up in a fight with the underworld yokai. My apologies if you're exhausted, but I'd like to hear about this sooner rather than later. Yeah, here's the gist of it. An underworld Bakaneko and Yokai Crow were hanging out over there. They picked a fight, so we just gave them the typical extermination treatment. The cat was tough, but the crow was a pushover. So that was the scope of the disturbance. But why could they have come to the surface? Given the agreement, it's difficult to imagine that it was merely an accident. They kind of tiptoed around the exact reason. We at least know that they don't want anyone to find out about this. They were keeping it a secret. Yes, it sounded like they'd been planning to head home if we hadn't met them. Even as they were running away, they begged us not to tell their master. They did say it had nothing to do with Satori. I see. Once again, this pivots around Satori Komeiji. The same as ever, I see. A yokai with no shortage of disturbances. So I guess you know her then. Yes, she's someone I meet for diplomatic matters. She's taken on a job of being an overseer in the underworld. So are you going to speak with her directly about this matter? Because as far as I could tell, those two didn't intend any ill toward the surface. Good question. Normally this would be a clear-cut decision. But in this case, I'll continue to observe things a bit longer. Ah, sweet! You're letting them off the hook! That's surprisingly cool on your part. This is pretty unusual for you. You're overlooking it just because they didn't mean any harm. Hardly. I would never settle a matter using such a metric. Matters involving the underworld and the Komeiji sisters demand a careful touch, though. I can't afford to take action without careful consideration. It all sounds so complicated. I think I'll just leave politics to the responsible adults. Well, Lady Yukari stated her stance. There's no need to dwell on it. By the way, Chen, were you out playing with everyone today? Yeah, they asked me if I want to go to the moon with them, and then we all went over the place trying to find out how to do that. The moon? Uh-huh. I figured they had given up on it by now, but no. So hey, do you have any ideas how we can do that? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not letting Chen anywhere near that dangerous place. Ah, the moon. Someone's got another strange idea, I see. But Lady Yukari, shouldn't we stop them? Why bother? Their lives are in no real danger, so why not let them have their fun? Of course, the biggest challenge is how you plan on getting there. Right, there's no way they could get to the moon. About that, I have something to add to the discussion. Lady Yakokoro, why would you come all the way out here? Oh, good afternoon. I believe this is the first time I've seen you leave your mansion. I hear you're just as much of a homebody as it happens. It's nice to see you awake. Master, what did you mean when you said you had something to say to the humans? Come to think of it, you told us you were going to think about something. Correct. After learning of the current state of affairs on the moon, I have changed my mind a bit. I'll impart the wisdom you'll need to safely reach the moon. What? You're telling them how to get to the moon? Well, this is a sudden. I thought you were against our little trip. I was, but I've determined it could work to our benefit. I want you to deliver a letter to the leaders of the emissaries on my behalf. You want us to be your messenger. By all accounts, the current leaders are former disciples of mine. That being the case, I have reasonable faith that I can anticipate how they'll react. Furthermore, should they have this rabbit among your number, I'm certain they'll treat you hospitably. Wait, why are you looking over at me? You're to go to the moon with them. What? If you can contact the Watatsu sisters, I'm certain you'll escape serious punishment. Hold on, does that mean you're sending Miss Rabbit back to the moon? But why? I've finally gotten used to life on Earth. And now I'm just supposed to go back to the moon? And yet, you've been carefully preserving your broken lunar veil, haven't you? If you still feel any attachment to the moon, you should return home before you regret it. If you pass up this chance, there's no telling when another one will come. I mean, yes, sometimes I get anxious about my future prospects, but still. Alright, I get it. So you want us to find these leaders or whatever, and then to hand her over with the letter. I don't mind, but are you sure it's a good idea? I haven't the slightest doubt that this is what needs to be done. Sending this letter is just another means of preserving our ability to live here on Earth. Why, it's almost as if you're declaring your intent to stay and build a life here. Let's just say I intend to put forth an effort. Sure, make an effort. Whatever you say, Chief. We'll just be taking advantage of those efforts then. And you, Rabbit, take your time and think over whether you want to join us or not. Vroom. That's her leaving. Exiting this conversation at maximum speed. Yeah, I'll do that. So what exactly are you going to do for us? First, we'll provide you with a fragment of the lunar veil. As long as you have this, our course will reliably take you to the moon. Wow, that sounds great. But we still need to find whatever's going to propel our rocket. I don't think one of those raiments is going to give us enough output. That certainly is a problem. You wouldn't happen to have anything in mind. Well, I believe we could make the flight if we had the power of a 3-stage cylinder. Or, to be more precise, we need a 3-stage cylindrical container and a power source suited for it. A power source suited for the container. Would, for example, faith or a spell suffice? Yes, even enshrining some kind of spirit into the 3-stage cylinder could work. A spirit? Would a god work? Did you think of something, Yomu? Yes, actually, I heard something from Lady Yuyuko earlier. She told me if you're going to cross the Sea of Stars, then you should pray for a safe voyage. Oh, so Yuyuko figured it out? I see. That could work. What are you talking about? I don't get it. Oh, I get it now. The 3-stage cylinder. What does that mean? The 3 gods. Together they're the Sumiyoshi Sanjin, the 3 gods of the voyage in our 3-stage cylinder. Oh, nice. That's pretty much what we were looking for. On the contrary, I called it precisely what you sought. Now we need only make the preparations and your rocket will reach the moon. So that's the thumbs up from the Sage of the Moon then. We'd better get started on a 3-stage rocket shrine to house the gods. It might be cutting it close, but if we start now and work our hardest, we can get it done by mid-winter. What do we need to do when we got a boat built for the gods? Well, by boat, do you mean you want to take the Palanquin ship to the moon? Interesting. It's certainly an optimal container for enshrining navigation-related deities, but it's not 3-staged. It's a regular-shaped temple. We just have to think of it like one of those outside world space shuttles. 2 of the stages are auxiliary boosters, and the Palanquin ship will be the 3rd stage. Well, that'd certainly be 3 stages, and it's syncretic to boot. As long as the boosters are cylinder-shaped, I bet the gods would be satisfied. Then we should go consult with Marasa and Ichinen about this. If they agree to it, then we can begin fitting the ship out immediately. I'm gonna draw blueprints with my fellow Kappa. And they're off. We weren't even done talking. I can see why they're pumped. This is suddenly looking way more feasible. Maybe we should head to the Scarlet Devil Mansion to let Vermilia and the others know. Yes, I'm sure they'll be delighted. I had been wondering who came up with all this. So it was the vampires. That's right. And then they got everyone else interested in it. Don't tell me you're gonna worry just because they brought the idea up first. Certainly not. We can even borrow the moon's power now. But in order to ensure a pleasant trip, I'll have to give you more training, Reimu. Yeah, sure, we can do... Wait, what does that have to do with anything? Don't you need someone to provide the invocations necessary to receive the Sumiyoshi Sanjin's aid? Well, yeah, I guess, but you're being so cooperative about this. You being so cooperative about this gives me the creeps. Plus, why can't we just get Sanai to handle it? She'd have some compatibility issues, given that she's already been cohabitating with other gods. Yukari, the way you phrased that was a bit off. Anyway, now that there's nothing stopping this trip to the moon. The moon, huh? Up until now, I've only admired it from afar. I'm so excited to be able to actually visit it. We should get packed while we can. Yeah, I can't wait! Palace of the Earth Spirits! I see. So you haven't seen Orin or Oku either. It's rare for those two to be late for tea time, particularly after I've laid out snacks. Right, you haven't seen hide nor hair of Koishi either. Sadly, that isn't rare, but if we leave something out for her on the table, I'm sure she'll eat it when she gets back. Are you sure skipping tea time is a good idea, Orin? You idiot, we got a lot more important things to worry about than snacks. If we go strolling in there, she's just gonna read our minds. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be a secret that we went to the surface. But the surface people snitch on us, so just find out anyway. Yeah, I guess. All that trouble and we didn't even find Miss Koishi. If we knew where she was, it'd be a load off Miss Satori's mind. Even Miss Satori can't tell what Miss Koishi's thinking. So she's always so worried about her. Maybe next time I'll go right for it and ask Miss Koishi where she's been and what she's been doing. Just asking her, huh? I never thought of that. Talking to Miss Koishi makes me nervous in a different way than Miss Satori does. Welcome home, you two. Ah! Miss Koishi, you're back in the palace! Oh, I am? You're right! I can't see the sun from here. Did you two go somewhere today? You missed tea time. No, we didn't go anywhere. We were just hanging around. I mean, we were feeling full, so we figured we'd hold off on our snacks. Oh, that's a shame. Satori even made us all pudding today. Did you grab something to eat on the surface then? The surface? How'd you read our minds, Miss Koishi? I can't read minds, not a bit, but you both smell like the surface. That's funny, huh? Maybe we stepped in something surfacey. And you didn't take a bath? Hygiene is important, you know. Satori and I will have to wash you two later. No, no, we can do it ourselves. Actually, though, there's something I want to ask you, Miss Koishi. What is it? Where do you go all the time? If you tell us beforehand, then we could all go together. Where, huh? No matter where I am, it kind of feels like I'm nowhere. I probably did go somewhere, but I can't remember going anywhere. But even if I'm somewhere, it's not like anyone's telling me where I am. You don't even remember where you've been? Miss Koishi, don't tell me you've forgotten about the palace of the earth spirits, too. No, if I remember anything, it's the time we spend together. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go grab some of that pudding. Don't worry, I won't tell Sis that you went to the surface. Warren, I think we should tell Miss Satori about this. We have to tell her that Miss Koishi doesn't even know what she's doing. Let's not. I'm sure Miss Satori already knows everything. For now, let's just pray that she doesn't find out about anything we did today. Yeah, you're right. But it's still bugging me. What are you talking about losing a fight with the surface dwellers? Don't sweat it. Different people have different strengths. No, that's not what I found so frustrating. No, never mind. It's fine. After seeing that huge blue sky up there, I'm a bit jealous of them. It makes me wonder if Miss Satori and Miss Koishi might have a happier life there, on the surface. Marissa with 101 kill. Reimu is unavailable. I cannot use Reimu in this chapter. Okay. But as you can see, I can bring Yum! Yum! So I bring Yum. Alright, who else can I bring? I can bring... Okay, so this chapter... so here's the important thing of this chapter. This is one of those chapters that I'm actually going to have less pair-ups. Because I want more generally able-bodied characters to be able to fight battles. That is the most important thing. That said... Mystia. Mystia can be helpful. I need to equip some movement items on people, that's for sure. Let me see, I have a 3.0 left. Honestly, Nazarin can probably be pretty fine on her own. But I don't have enough room for somebody else. Okay. So let's see. So you have a movement of 6. So we're gonna... Everybody that can get a movement up, I'd like to have a movement up. Now that said, Racing can attack from pretty far away. So... I'm gonna give her the... I'm gonna give her this off of Patchy. Moko's not here, so I'm gonna borrow her normal shooter. Patchy has movement. I don't want anybody to have a restricted movement. Which right here, Kane. Kane needs movement. So we're gonna borrow Hina's fan. We want at least a movement of 6 on people. Okay, movement of 7 is fine. Damn! Okay. It's kind of important. Make sure everybody's got something. 7's good. Movement of 6. Movement of 6. Did I get a cattail? See, I need to be careful. I don't want you getting hit. There's more danger of getting hit in these situations. So Remy's got her parasol to prevent issues. Mobility. So mobility if possible, defense if applicable. Reimu's not available for this chapter, so I could take her items off and give them to someone else. Mystia, I want... Can I give her... 205? She almost has enough for... She almost has enough for break power limit. Can I give Mystia some movement? Who's got the fan? Yuka has the fan. Yuka's not here. Yuka's not gonna be here either. So you can fly around and you can help out. but I also would prefer it if you don't die. And you're not really going to get a lot of MP this chapter, so this is fine. Okay. Patchouli doesn't need much. I do have the Grimoire, but I just don't think she needs it. I'll give her the crit rate up. You almost got Sunflower and the Branch. She's got Excel as well. That's important. So, skill-wise... Create doll for 40 MP. Can create a Shanghai doll. So, doubles the amount of times create doll can be used. How many can it be used naturally? Let me see. Uses the create doll Hordai command. Unit may spawn a Hordai doll at a cost of 25 MP. I can do it 3 times. But I can make it so I can either make it so I can spawn Shanghais, or I can make it so I can spawn 6 Hordais. But if I use Marionette, I can use 3. Should we double the Hordai spawns, or should we get Shanghais? Let me see. I'd like to give her a Grimoire for this chapters, since she's going to be burning through her MP for that. I don't think that affects... I don't think that's affected by MP Saver as well. So I do like you having mobility, and I would like you to have some crit, but... the most important thing is you creating, like... goons. Hold on. I'm gonna give you some more MP, Alice. There we go. So I do have Bunny. I have Bunny now. Okay. So I got Remy, but like, it's all the investment I'm gonna give her. It's weapon level 4. I am gonna pump a little bit into Nazrin here, just for safety's sake, because I do plan on using her. Just a little bit of mobility buff, if applicable, because we're going alone. That's kind of the important thing here, is that we're going alone, right? We do have units. I'd like to have Die for Trust, but I can't get her in there. Is Mistia more beneficial? Because right now, Kane's the only one who can, like, heal. But Die would be a great healer. If I had 0.5... the easiest way to do that would be to bench Remy for someone else, but, like... I just feel like having Dai's trust on hand would be very helpful. And I have to wonder, because Mistia can't sing for everybody. She has to follow someone around. I don't know. I gotta keep in mind who has to chase and like who has what skills, because like some will be able to defend and not give chase, but also I like having support defenders follow around others for safety's sake. But I really think that I want Dai as just like emergency healing in case problems happen, but I can't fit her on without removing somebody. It makes me think that Mistia on her own is not going to be as helpful, because she can only really help one person. So I think I'm going to take Mistia out for this chapter, and I'm going to put Dayose with Ruma. So that way she's like, you don't need the help, but I do want the I just want the healing ability with the trust, the cheap trusts and the faith and the potatoes. That's all. I don't think we need to go crazy on it either, so I think that's good. Space for one more. Oh. Yeah, I guess there is. Alright, Sunny. Who could use the most help? Who is the biggest liability? You have a movement of 7. We can put these two together. These two will help each other. There you go. Alright, we put the mini goons. The mini goons are with each other. It should be okay. Alright, so I also have to give Alice Puppeteer. So you can use more. Sinking Anchor gains more damage range and 3+ ammo. That doesn't matter. So what do you do? So we need to get you right here. So obviously we're gonna get P defeat because that's the best one, and we're gonna give you break power limit because that's the best one. So it's a Kamikaze Rabbit Unit M exchanges the Snipe Spirit for Assail or hallucinogenic tuning, grants 20% activation rate for. Well, we definitely want that. With 147 left. Let me see. She has Instinct already. So I guess Predict would be pretty good. Just increase her. Because she doesn't have Bullseye. Well, she might get it later. But right now she only has Focus. So I think Predict might actually be pretty helpful. So I can deck her out right now. You guys are fine. You're fine. You have a lot of power. Hold on. I can upgrade your belief, right? Yeah, 320. Is there anything else I want for you? No, I don't think so. Alright, yeah. Upgrade Marissa's belief. I can't upgrade your belief yet. But I'll hold on to that. Still keeping Danmaku power. Kane. You have belief naturally. You have prevail. You have blocking. And support attack. To be honest, I think I want to increase your support defense by a level. I think we'll do that. So Meddler doesn't matter here. Charge doesn't matter because I'm not going to go focused, I don't think. But Teacher's really not going to matter, so maybe Charge is fine just in case I have to. So we'll do that. Reimu, who I gave blocking and still have not seen her parry anything. Okay. I can upgrade her Predict. So let's upgrade her Predict. Beautiful. Sanai, she doesn't have much for anything. She's got Living God. And Land God Sky. I'm gonna keep Living God. Mailing's at 189. She's got Last Stand, but she also has she's got Last Stand but she has Gatekeeper, which doesn't matter here. She has Scarlet Dragon, which lets her support defend on the player phase. That's pretty good, but not for this particular one. So I think we're okay with Last Stand, because she's solo. Time Paradox is actually really helpful. So I'm going to keep that. 143, nothing in particular that I want for her. Go for Break Power Limit. Great Mobile Library, I'm fine with. Ellie having Gatekeeper doesn't matter that much. She does have a lot of, she has a lot of P. I'm going to pop Guard 2 on her. Okay. Spear combo boost is fine. Yomu. Yomu's fine as well. Nazmi still has Rat Bite. The American Dream. Focus cost. I don't think Rat Bite is necessary for this chapter. But I don't think it's worth really fucking around with. And Sunny Boost is fine. Remy has Double Wings for movement, which I think is fine. I think that's perfectly fine. I don't think I have to change anything for her. And Rumia has Shade Boosts. She also has Nightfall. So she doesn't really need the Shade Boost reduction, but Nightfall would only be beneficial to Remy. But I have her with Dai, who has Purity. Trust affects both units in a pair. That doesn't matter. Grants plus 15 those stats. It's for okay. Okay. It's more so I'm not sure how my units are going to be placed. Because Rat Bite is obviously helpful because it's more damage, but if there's nobody really around... Well, if there's nobody around Nazarene, then I just fucked up because what the fuck are you doing? And we're gonna go with regular Snai. Is there a reason to go regular Snai? Not really, huh? Her armor goes up, but she also loses Taki Minikata. But I like that move. That move's cool. I'm putting that move on. Sky God equipment. Mobility goes down, armor, HP goes up. Taki Minikata gets stronger. Okay, we'll go with that one. Alright, so this isn't a very long chapter, chat, but we're gonna do it now because we got the time. But this chapter is, I don't call it infamous, but I remember the first time I did it, I was like, this chapter sucks. This chapter sucks egg. So let's do it now and get it over with. This will also set us up nicely for the next chapters, because this chapter's pretty bad. Phew, is that most of your luggage tonight? Thank you so much for going out of your way to help. Since we can't go to the moon with you, this is the least we can do. If there's anything you need carried, I can handle it. In that case, if you could load those bales of rice and boxes of sweet potatoes. Those are the supplies I provided, so handle them with care, please. White rice and yellow sweet potatoes. All we need is something red for a final dynamic special meal. It's not a meal without rice, even in space. Just so you know, Sanaya, we packed some of your favorite pickled vegetables in a cardboard box for you. It's a little embarrassing bringing things from my everyday life on board. I never imagined that anyone would take a trip to the moon from the Palanquin ship. Or especially that you two would be letting Miss Kochia go along. I tried to put a stop to the idea, but Sanaya didn't take no for an answer. She was that keen on it. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would be possible to travel to the moon like this. If this is how life in the realm of fantasy can go, I'd love to experience it for myself. If she's got her heart that set on it, we can hardly insist on making her stay. And we never did let her go on any field trips back in the outside world. Still, getting to just up and decide to take a trip to the moon, I'm almost jealous. A trip like this isn't feasible for those of us in certain positions, but what's stopping the rest of you from tagging along? We're right smack in the middle of the harvest season. I don't have time to take a trip. And I couldn't possibly take this much misfortune to the pure land of the moon. Oh, that's a shame. We'd have loved to go ourselves, but the timing didn't work out. We just started up a new project, so we can hardly leave the mountain now. Yep, no sense dropping the ball right after getting it rolling. A new project. We've been keeping it under wraps, but it's something we in the mountain yokai have both been thinking about. What if it were possible to turn the power of fantasy into a new energy source? This is the first I've heard of this, too. Now that you mention it, I think both the Greater Tengu and the Kappa have been talking about it. After seeing the Palanquin ship in the lunar exhibition, it seems they're more interested in the mountain and creating new things. Plus, if that works out, it should kickstart some development in agriculture and industry, too. Huh, well, nothing's better than improvements to daily life. But is it really that easy to whip up a new source of energy? We're still in the idea stage, but for now, we're thinking about borrowing the idea behind the lunar voyage and using the power of the gods. The crow god who governs the sun, to be specific. The problem is that we can't find an appropriate vessel for it. Why would you need one? What's wrong with just picking out some random Goshintai to house it like any other shrine? This isn't an ordinary enshrining situation. The main idea here is that somebody takes it into their body. If we do that, it'll be easy to get energy as long as we get along with them. I see. Then why not use one of the crows around here? Any ordinary crow would have too many worldly thoughts. There's no guarantee that they wouldn't abuse the power. And more to the point, a normal yokai crow wouldn't be able to bear the power of a god. They'd suffer a breakdown. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a problem, alright. So you need a crow who's pure-hearted and obedient and also meets the requirements to house the god. We actually met a guileless crow just recently. You probably couldn't ask her for help, though. Oh, could you elaborate, please? She's a crow yokai called Oku who lives in the underworld. She came up to the surface the other day. It turned into a bit of a commotion. I'll bet it did. Coming up here breaks an agreement that's supposed to be inviolable. Oh, the one that neither surface-dwelling nor underworld yokai can enter each other's territories. If she's a suitable candidate, then I'd like to take a look at her, but matters concerning the underworld are complicated, so it won't be easy to meet her. Anyway, we should get going. I have to make my own preparations for the launch ceremony. Right, I'll see you all at the Palanquin ship launch party. Sa. Marisa! I know this feeling. Can you hear me, Marissa? Yep, it's you. So this is a dream then. We haven't chatted like this in a while, huh? The last time was the snow incident. That's right. I try not to meddle needlessly. Good work spearheading the resolution of the moon incident. No need to thank me. We all had a personal stake there. You know, I kind of figured you ditched me for Sanai. What do you mean by that? Well, didn't you help her out? Didn't you help out in the last investigation by going into her dreams? Yes, I did, but that was simply because she was the only one sleeping then and there. I guess you really are keeping an eye on things up close. Hey, this actually works out. I want to ask you something. I need to tell you something first. It's not too late. Call off your plan to go to the moon. What? You must already realize that those who live on the moon have an abnormal culture and set of values. We must prevent such things from spilling over into this land. I agree! I agree! Abnormal? Sheesh, you make everything sound so harsh. I mean, the moon cruise seemed pretty interesting, so what's the problem? The carelessness of yours is going to invite unwanted chaos. Haven't you fought against numerous abnormalities? You should understand what I mean. Yeah, that's not exactly convincing me to cancel the moon trip. Anyway, I got a question for you too. What are you? I wasn't worried about it before since you weren't hurting anyone, but it came up when I was chatting with Rainbow and the others. We were talking about how Shiro's showing us all these dreams, and then Yuka was talking like she knew you too. I believe I should only tell you what's necessary. I hope you'll forgive my selfishness. Yuka Kazumi, though, I wasn't expecting her to discuss me. Huh, so you two know each other. We go back a little ways, but neither our thoughts nor actions align. I'm simply doing what I can to ensure peace here in paradise. Oh, yeah, you helped out back in the mist incident when Yuka was against us. What? Well, looks like I'm waking up soon. Dude, I thought my fucking game crashed. Normally the screen goes white like this when your fucking window's not responding and you click it and it's like, sorry, your window isn't responding. You can wait for it or you can click the close button. Well, it looks like I'm waking up soon. Had a few more things I wanted to ask, but I'll save them for when I get back to Earth. Marissa, I will reiterate, you mustn't go to the moon. Sorry, it's happening. Why don't you just wish us a safe voyage? I suppose I have no choice then. Oh, that was not a good night's sleep. Just wanted to get some shut-eye. I'm sick of all these unwanted dream guests. So you really were there while I was having the dream. Well, I'll be leaving you here for the trip, so at least you'll stop nagging me. That's a piddly little familiar you've got there. Is that? Your room is as messy as ever, I see. No, wait, is it getting worse? Lady Mima, when did you get here? I knocked, but there was no response, so I let myself in. To think you'd sleep with all this junk scattered about. You're certainly zealous about your research, aren't you? Well, yeah, this magic I really want to have ready by today. Wait, how'd you even get in? I know I locked the door. You of all people should know my specialty. Yeah, I guess you were always like this. But anyway, why are you dropping in out of nowhere? Oh, do I need a special reason to check in on my student? That's not it. It's just that after the incident I heard from Alice that you were going on a journey. So I figured you'd already gone. I'd planned to, but I thought I might as well stick around to match my departure to your trip to the moon. Yes, you off to the moon, me off on my own way. It's a poetic note to set out on, yeah? You've already heard about our trip then. Huh. Well, where are you off to then? I have some business to take care of in Makai, so I'll be heading there for a while. I'm gonna miss the air up here. Oh yeah, I have heard rumor that Makai is the best place to study magic. You heard right. When I told you I'd drill you in magic from the basics again, I was planning to take you to Makai. You were awfully quick to refuse me, though. Yeah, you said I'd have to abandon everything to go with you. But as you can see, I've got stuff I could never give up. Yeah, I know. That's why I will be walking different paths from here on. Yeah, that's right. But you know, I'm really happy you came to say goodbye like this. Ugh, ick. Are you getting mushy on me? What do you expect? Last time, didn't you just disappear without saying anything? But now you're actually telling me where you're going. I wasn't going out of my way to be considerate here. I just felt like doing it. Anyway, you've got a long ways to go. You better not slack off on your studies. I know, I know. You be careful too, Lady Mima. Wait a sec. What now? Ah, crud, the Palanquin ship's about to launch. I overslept. Even if I leave now, I'll barely make it. How could you oversleep on the day of the departure? I got held up in a dream. Anyway, I need to get a move on. Sorry, Lady Mima, gotta go. Good grief, noisy to the very end. She never could calm herself down. But that's fine. It's just fine to keep your eyes on where you want to go and never look back. Stay well, Marissa. We'll meet again someday. Where is Marissa? We're trying to go to the moon. I mean, I would have just slept on the ship at that point. Not like they're not used to it, right? And that concludes our lunar trip orientation. Are there any questions? Yes, how many meals do we get per day? 3 meals a day on the clock, and don't forget your cooking duty shifts. Is it first come, first served for rooms? Room assignments are listed in the trip guides as we just passed out. The kids are staying in one large room together. Most of the rooms are doubles. You're staying in a temple, so you'll be expected to participate in daily scripture readings. Ugh, does that mean we have to wake up early? And then you're reading the sutras, cleaning the hallways. Sheesh, I thought I might as well come see you off, but you're all treating this like a field trip. I thought going to the moon would be more, serious business. It's plenty serious to me. I can't believe Chen's going to be staying over at someone else's house for weeks. I'm sure it will be a good experience for her. We'll take full responsibility for her, Ron. Please put yourself at ease. If you say so. I wish I could have helped. My apologies that I can't join you. It's fine. You have your own work to do, Akio, and we have to consider your well-being. Kozusa's going to be minding her family's shop. You can tell her we said hi. Alright, I'll await your safe return. Well, we should head home then. I'm sure they have launch prep to do. Oh, right. We still haven't done the final check on the ship. Ichiden Sho, let's get back to the bridge. I mean, that could be fun. Just hanging out on a spaceship for a couple weeks, go see the moon, land, be like, wow, it's the moon, and then head home. Take another 2-week trip round. It's like a month round trip. Sounds fun. Buddhist reactor output is stable. Please confirm bypass for the outer units. Looks good. Next, let's hear from the engine room. Kwakama, connecting Itori's communicator. Oh dear, looks like most people are already here. Sorry that we're running a bit late. You're not at all. Rainbow and Marissa aren't even here yet. Do you read me, Itori? Have you finished installing the auxiliary cylinder unit? Yep, the rocket boosters and the exterior Buddhist power tank are both good to go. Mason's team is currently installing the lunar veil on the deck. Roger that. Once they're done, all that's left is to have Reimu invoke the gods. We'll free ourselves from the curse of gravity with the 3-stage tube, and then use the power of the lunar veil to keep us on track to the moon. It's magnificent, Patchy. By combining Earth and Moon technology, this has become the ultimate rocket. Technically, it's more of a spaceship than a rocket, though. When we first started, I never thought we'd complete it like this. With everything we've gathered, the trip will be very comfortable. And with the prison rivers aboard, the mistresses are less likely to feel any boredom. Hey Remy, what happened with that furniture we asked for? Well, it looks like they couldn't find any bloodstained curtains. But Sakuya and Mei Ling made the arrangements for our room. Really? Take me to our room, Remy. Good grief, acting like they own the place. This is basically someone else's house, you know. Well, as long as they don't make a mess or break anything, we'll let it slide. We got a long journey ahead of us, so it's better if people spend it in comfort. Though I didn't even know it would take that long until a little while ago. They went over this multiple times. Maybe you just weren't listening. Reimu, are you ready? Yeah, all that's left is to wait for the right timing to summon Sokotsutsu no O no Mikoto. I put out a portable shrine in a donation box, so I'm counting on you for that. You're so thorough about this that I can't tell if this is a real temple or a shrine. Welcoming the gods requires all sorts of preparations. You've been really cooperative, Reimu. I heard you even train with Yukari just for this. Yeah, she's been weirdly enthusiastic about this. She even put her Shiki into the group. The Myonin Temple's been pretty generous too, loaning out the Palanquin ship. Didn't you have to go search for the pagoda and pieces of the flying granary in order to help Byakuden? Don't worry about it. I'm sure she'd be delighted to hear that we facilitated humans and yokai working together. Plus, even if we were impatient about it, it's not like we'd necessarily make progress. I mean, who knows who has the fragments? But it's not like she's gonna show herself. I mean, we know who has the fragments, but it's not like she's gonna show herself. Yeah, where even is she? And what's she doing? She? Oh, her name's Nue. She's a friend of mine and Ichiden's from back when we were in the underworld. We met again on the surface a little while back, but she grabbed the pieces we need and ran off. If you know who has them, why don't you just ask to borrow them? It's not that easy. See, we got into a little fight. It seems like leaving her behind when we came to the surface left her in a bad mood. No kidding. We've been looking all over for her, but we haven't found her anywhere. In that case, leaving the surface like this must be a little awkward. And we pulled you into it without even knowing your circumstances. It's okay, we're trying to nurture the bonds the Palanquin ship shares now. In that case, shouldn't you be focusing more on the ship? If we have an accident en route, then a reconciliation will be the least of our worries. She's right. First, we have to make sure we come home safely. Hold on. We're receiving a transmission. Hello? Hello? Is this the bridge? We finally finished installing the lunar veil. Right, with that, we finished with preparations. I'll do one last checkup just in case, then head back to Lunasa's group. Got it. Keep the others posted. Phew, looks like things are done on this end too. Good work. Make sure you double check that you've got everything you need. Especially you. You've got an important job to do. Aiden entrusted you with that letter addressed to the emissaries, right? Yeah, but she even put a special seal on it so they know it's really from her. So, Miss Rabbit, you really decided to return to the moon then? I thought maybe you'd just keep living with the people at Eientei. I thought about that too, but I think I really should go home. Like Lady Yakokoto said, I still have lingering feelings for the moon. You do, huh? I've come to love the Earth, but part of me still wants to go back to the moon. I'd hate it if I stayed on Earth without totally committing and then wound up regretting it. You made up your mind, and I won't try to stop you. But is it really okay to not leave a farewell letter or anything? Not that it's any of my business, but isn't there anyone you were close to? That's right, Lily is definitely gonna miss you. You mean Miss Fairy? You don't have to tell her anything. What? I feel so sorry for her. Lily really took a shine to you. Here on Earth, plenty of people don't take fairies seriously, but you just treated her like anyone else. That's why I don't want to do it. If I left her a letter, I'm sure she's just gonna make her sad. I only came to Earth on a whim, so making her feel bad when I leave is kind of... Yeah, your reasons for fleeing were kinda... non-existent. Right? So I just wanted her to forget all about me. I'll keep the sorrow of parting all to myself and let her stay happy. If that's how you feel, then I have nothing else to say, but... Wait, we don't have time to dawdle here. We gotta be ready soon. You're right, we need to hurry back to the ship. Okay, Raisin, see you later. Sure, I'll be there to see you off. Chapter 46. Setting sail to a sea of stars. This is contender for one of the worst chapters in the game. So, we made a trip for our special studio outside the human village, and here we are at the launch pad. Take a look at the Palanquin ship that was the key of resolving the incident the other day. And soon it's about to shake off the chains of gravity and fly into space. It's quite lively here, and people of Earth really like to turn everything into a festival, don't they? As far as I'm concerned, having it reach the moon safely is the top priority. Hey, Rainbow! All I want for a souvenir is some moon sake. If they didn't need to lift to the moon, I'd be happy to offer them a ride on my own boat. Wow, so many people here to watch! It's not just the yokai either. It looks like even the humans came to see it. Why do we have the fucking... why is the American flag up there? Does that come from Kaguya? I know Kaguya has one. The only reason they would have that flag here is because Kaguya. It has to be her. The turnout really is completely different from an event near the human village. Nitori Kwakama, how are the launch preparations? Hold on a sec. We're almost done with the final check. Take a good look at the Earth while you can, Flan. We won't see it again for a while. Yeah, it's strange seeing so many humans at once. I wonder if Marissa's alright. I thought she'd be here by now. With how excited she's been for this, I'm sure she'll come flying in any minute now. But speaking of people who aren't here, I don't see Yukari or Yuyuko. I could have sworn they'd be here to see Reimu and Yomo off. They aren't the types to show their faces for every little thing. I'm sure they're spying on us from somewhere anyhow. You're saying your farewells to the Earth too, aren't you, Miss Rabbit? Do you have any regrets? None. None. I'm totally ready. I even got Lady Yakokoto's letter on me. I just feel way less antsy if they get the launch over with. Wait! Miss Rabbit! Thank goodness I made it in time. Miss Fairy, but I heard you went back to the mountain. Why'd you come here? Weren't you sleeping until next spring? I was, but then I heard you were going back to the moon, Miss Rabbit. So I wanted to thank you one last time. Thanks for what? Thank you very much for being so nice to an off-season fairy like me. It was only a short time, but I'm glad we could be friends. What are you talking about? You can't just decide on your own that we're friends. Hey, this is what you gotta drop the cool act and return her smile. Lily woke herself up and came here just for you. Yeah, you're right. We're never going to see each other again, so... Thank you, Miss Fairy. I'm glad we got to be friends, too. Take care of yourself and watch out for traps next time. Yes, you too, Miss Rabbit. If you're done with the farewells, it looks like everything's in order. Ichiden, please put the Palanquin ship into launch mode. Roger. Navigation systems off. Commence charging the Buddhist reactor. Guess this is goodbye to Earth for a while. It seems kind of noisy over there. No kidding, we haven't even launched yet. Huh? Those strange familiars. Could it be? Ha ha ha, flee in terror, humans! How cheeky of you to turn a yokai ship into a spectacle. That yokai. Nue, it's you, isn't it? You bet it is. Don't tell me you already forgot my face. Is this the Nue we were just talking about? Yeah, she's an old friend of the skipper. And the one who took all the flying granary fragments. Doesn't feel like she's got them on her today, though. Where were you, Nue? I've been looking out for you ever since the incident ended. We didn't get a chance to really talk the last time we met. Yeah, I know you've been worried about me, Minamitsu. Given that I was watching you in secret the whole time and all. You were what? What were you doing something like that for? Why not just show yourself? No way. You two are always hanging out with humans these days. Not only that, they're always using your ship like it's theirs too. And I've had enough of it. Ticks me off, so I'm putting a stop to this. That's stupid, Nue. She's not listening again. But this is a problem. She's seriously trying to prevent the launch. Yukari, can we put the launch on hold? No can do. The Buddhist reactor is already on standby mode. We can't really power it down now. We got 7 minutes till ignition. If we can't fly by then, the whole launch will fail. Alright, obviously we need to focus on protecting the Palanquin ship's launch pad. If they can get into this area, they'll easily destroy it. The Palanquin ship can't move, and I've got my hands full preparing to summon the Sumiyoshi Sanjin. I want everyone who's free to go stop those yokai. Understood. Everybody deploy. Alright. So, all I have to do is defend. All I have to do is defend. So the blue UFOs are the frail ones. So there's a bunch of those. There's the red ones down south, and then there's Nue herself, which... I think a tankier unit is better suited over there, but Excel units who are strong are better suited to challenge Nue. But also Sakuya. She doesn't have Excel, but she does have a really handy support attack with herself. But I'd also like to send defense down there with her, but my best defender unit, movement-wise, is probably Rumi, and honestly, Rumi is probably the safest one to send down there anyway. So I think, yeah, I might have to do that. I don't really want to move them too much, but I don't remember what the bonus condition is, so... I'd like to position Patchy somewhere where she can cover most of that. With some defense. Some defense there. And then, like I said, a bunch of the blue units there. And Lily. Alright. We'll see how this goes, but like I said, I don't remember the bonus condition. Alright. How could you interrupt a ceremony? You don't have an ounce of decorum in your body, do you? You're Nue, right? Don't you know you're not supposed to rampage near the village? What's wrong with you? You call yourselves yokai spouting that drivel? We yokai are supposed to make the humans tremble in terror. Ah, there are familiars near the bleachers. What do we do? If they get a human, then... Is that all you got? We can deal with that many in one blow. We'll take care of this area. The rest of you take care of the ship. Momiji Hatate, thank you so much. I can't just sit back and watch this either. That ship has an important task of delivering Master's letter. I'll fight too, to help Miss Rabbit get home. Come on, why do you all have to play buddy-buddy all the time? Then I'll just gather everyone too. I'll just gather everyone together too. You can all prostrate yourselves before the fear of the unknown. Hold out until the 7th turn or defeat Nue. An enemy enters the marked area in white or race under the Palanquin ship is defeated. Or after defeating all UFOs, clear the map by defeating Nue. In 7 fucking turns. Alright. Okay. Flag has dialogue. For who? Oh yeah, I forgot to ask, but what's up with this flag? I'm delighted you asked. It's a good luck charm to ensure a safe launch. It is? According to Sanaya, the humans from the outside world who went to the moon will use one. In other words, by hoisting this flag, a magical power will ensure you reach the moon. I tailored the surrounding pathways based on crop circles as well. So you just used everything that came to mind. But why is that flag against Tokyo in the first place? I think I saw it at the lunar exhibition as well. We picked it up when we were talking through the woods. Aiden said it might have fallen from the moon. Wait, the three fairies did have a flag, didn't they? Did they? I vaguely recall that being a chapter where they randomly have like a fucking an American flag. But I know that Kaguya has one. I'm not precisely sure why they put it there, but they seem to be sort of human turf war going on. It may be related to that. If you think about it, maybe we should have kept it as it's a treasure, right? Yeah, but Kaguya took it since it was rare. If you ever want to see it, you need only ask. Not to mention, if you're going to the moon anyway, wouldn't the treasure you found yourselves hold more value? Oh, good idea! I feel like we've been tricked somehow. Alright, so here's what we need to do. Can Lily get in there and attack? She can, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have... Grayson's gonna soften this one up, and then Lily's gonna get in there and finish the job. So yeah, we gotta kill everything. So as a defense chapter, as long as your units are standing on the white square, you're fine, except you can't occupy every white square. So you still have to fight. I hate these types of missions, personally. And we are gonna move Raisin. We are gonna move Raisin. And we're gonna move Lily. And she's gonna hit Lily. Okay. Oh, whoops. I made a mistake. We're gonna have to bust out a sense and eat a cucumber. Okay. Alright, Lily. Get that W. Get that W. I won't let you stop the launch! Don't put yourself in harm's way, Miss Fairy. I can fight too. Just relax and wait there, Miss Rabbit. Okay, but just watching all I can do. Maybe it'd be better if I could fight too. It's a little late for that, though. All I can do is cheer her on. Stirring with life! Spring! How's that? You're doing great, Lily! The rest of us could learn from your enthusiasm. Still, I never figured Lily for the go-getter type. It's like she was actually born for the battlefield. No, the sound I hear from her. People have a way of surpassing your expectations. Huh? Really? Sometimes even a pure white sound can become jet black. Whoa. Whoa. What could that mean? Ooh, I don't know what that means. Alright. So we have our wall. We are sending units out, but we're getting prepared for a fight. There's only a couple of them down this way. Hopefully they all move. I'm hoping they do all move. But, as you see, we are branching out. We are branching out. Alright. Oh, that's actually the ship. Okay. Interesting. That was unexpected, okay. There's one unit who hasn't moved yet. Oh, right, that too. So the ship can't do anything, but it counts as a unit here, so the game keeps warning me about that. Are you quitting the game? Thanks for playing. I'm sure you have a lot going on. Take your time, hang in there. Good night, sweet dreams. Thanks, Guacuma. Oh, panic music. They're coming from that side too? I'm sorry, it looks like we let a few slip through. The way this is going, I suspect there are more waiting in reserve. We don't know where they'll come from, so don't move too far from the ship. You want to battle? You want to battle me? Inertia-free hovering? Lily, relax. Relax, okay? You don't have to kill anything. You're not going to get a kill right now, so it's easy when you're alert. Okay, let's do this. Even Lily can handle blue UFOs. Yes, yes, approach me. You know what? I fucking will Scarlet shoot your ass. I will. UFO R. Maybe you should retreat. Maybe you should get the fuck out of the way. You're cruising for a bruising. Behold my Danmaku! Whoosh. Big damage. Why is Memi in broad daylight? Because I gave her a parasol. So she's just fine. Battle. So the nice thing about this chapter is the UFOs do move towards you. You still have to do a little bit of protection. I want to help her. But they'll try to move past you and attack. And it's nice when they do that, I suppose. But it's really a matter of like if they get too close to the line. Then it gets kind of scary. Let me see my fucking moves. 1, 2. I don't have enough power, do I? If I snipe. No. I don't have enough power if I snipe. I don't really particularly mind. Just get out of the way. I need more power. I should have given Patchouli some power, I guess. Since it's one of those chapters. I wasn't even in question. I did just blow 20 SP, but it doesn't matter. They're not approaching me. This is the annoying part. I gotta move towards them and work on it. They'll start moving eventually. I just think that they don't all move at the same time, because if they did, then the map would be ridiculous. If every fucking UFO moved in at the same time and you had to hold out for 7 turns. Yeah, alright. No tanks. That won't even slow me down. Don't stop me now. Go, Ellie. Fight. You're the best. I would say you're the best 2.0 unit I have, but that belongs to Rumia. And that's probably only because I invested in her stats, mind you, but come on, you know. It's not fair. Your techniques aren't strong enough to defeat me. I did do a little bit more than I'd like. So I set my best units for dealing with Nue. Because Nue, I don't have any I have a few pair-ups. Rumia is as strong as 2 units on her own, and Sakuya can support attack herself, so she's effectively 2 units on her own as well. And Remy's there because, well, she's the highest cost unit, of course. And I gotta make her feel like she's doing the hardest task, right? I gotta put her on the lineup with the best characters. It's all for that ego stroking. We're playing the game. Is she actually that good? No, I have better characters than her. But we're sending her there anyway because that's where all the good characters are going. She knows it. We are attacking. Oops. We are attacking. We are burning MP. We are attacking. We're not letting anything through. Mailing's just fine. Mailing is just fine. I do have trusts, but I also have I have healing spirits. But this chapter does have that caveat where I'm restricted on my SP a bit. This is one of those chapters that causes a bit of an issue with the SP system, because this chapter is a short amount of turns no matter what you do. So since your SP starts at essentially half capacity, as opposed to having a full bar you can work with for the whole chapter, you can't really let it build up too much. So, whoa, where the fuck are you going, bitch? Where the fuck you think you're going? Huh? Yeah, I'm back here. I think the blue UFOs have the highest movement, and the red ones have medium, and the green ones the lowest. At the very least, the blue UFOs seem to have the fastest movement. That UFO could have ended the chapter next turn, if it wanted to. Doll's War. I don't remember this move at all, actually, but okay, here we go. Wee 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 wee. Exactly as I calculated it. Streamer, you didn't create dolls. No, I didn't, I forgot. Motherfucker didn't die! I need to put the dolls in places where they can hold off. I'm not gonna really get a hit with 3 Sacred Treasures, so first pyramid's fine. Ow. That was full of sound and fury, but signified nothing. Pain. Did it crit? I don't know if it crit. If it didn't crit, that sucks. If it did crit, then there's nothing I can do about it. This motherfucker. It's okay, we have enough units here to stop this from continuing onward. Nice try, but no. And Alice can create friends. But really, I just kind of want friends as an emergency. Oh, that killed. That killed because it was doing even damage. Alright, so the last one didn't crit. Or the power difference mattered. Whoa! Whoa! We're supposed to keep the weird round things from making it over here, right? Remy, I'm coming out to help. Huh? Flan's going to... I see. With Flan's presence, it should be simpler for the rest of us. This will be the first time we let her have a Danmaku battle outdoors, though. Asking just in case, but this is safe, right? We can just sit back and watch? Of course. Lately, we've even been taking walks together near the village. But Flan, you should be careful not to let the sunlight touch you. Yep, I made sure to bring the parasol you gave me. Okay, then. That aura must mean Flandre is deployed, too. So what if one more greenhorn yokai jumps into the fray? Like I care about some ignorant kid. The great Nue will. Hee hee, it really does feel great to go outside. Lady Flan, I'm sure you needn't be told what I'm about to remind you of, but... don't worry, I'll be careful not to destroy the village. I'm only gonna play with the one in black over there and these round things. It's reassuring to have her on our side, but I can't help but feel like we're playing with fire. Looks like there are all sorts of yokai I don't know on the surface these days. I better be careful. Goo deployed. There she is. At 170 power, grant 30% damage dealt. Leveltain full bursto. She has drive, which increases her power by 30. The problem with that is that she has no more SP after I do that. Alright. So Flandre's biggest issue is, as you can see, her moves lack range. She has to get really close to attack, and her ranged moves require her to attack without moving. Problem. Problem indeed. Alright. Go, my dolls! You must protect me! Why are they here? I don't know. So, this UFO is gonna kill. And this UFO also has to die. This red UFO is extremely dangerous. More dolls! More dolls! Okay, what do I do with them? You don't have an appropriate skill to kill here. Mainly doesn't have support attack, does she? I don't think a Sky God summon is enough to kill. Okay, Flandre can kill it. 71 to 38. I'm pretty sure Flan will kill that. That's sending Flan down to Nue seems like a better option. I think maybe I do that. I'll worry about what's going on up here with what I got up here. First of all, though, you. Sky God Summon is probably okay here. 92%. Is that gonna do enough? You're gonna die. No. No. I don't want that. That's not good. You're gonna die. Why must you die? You don't need to die. Well, first you need to hit it. You need to hit it. Alright. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That shit didn't happen. That shit didn't happen. Close your fucking eyes. Alright? That didn't happen. Alright. Let's fire a Sky God at this asshole. Lady Kaneko, please kill this thing. Stupid bastard. Alright. 1 unit down. %? Is it possible? I don't think it's possible to hit it. I'd like to hit it because there's 5 of them and I have 4 units here. And they can reach. Well, that one can't. You have to die. You actually have to die. Oh, this is problematic is what this is. Now, this would be one of those maps where I could actually really use Komachi. Like, really could use Komachi with her infinite attack. But no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Okay. You gotta hit him. You gotta get him. Horai, you gotta get him. Horai! Yeah. That's good. Well done. Horai, watch out! Oh no! She's gone! Game over. Okay. I need you to do it again. I just don't think that Shanghai's beam is gonna do enough. Will it do 4,700? Maybe if I scan it. Can you scan it? Okay. This is it, Luigi. Fire! Scan. Good. This needs to kill. Activating magic. Fire! When the ship attacked, the ship can't do anything. It can focus and unfocus. That doesn't do anything. Alright, it's dead. Okay, it killed it regardless, so Hodai died for nothing. Alright, no big deal. Let's see. Gun, 80%. 100%. Fire that fucking gun. Don't miss. Two, 1, 7, 2. Alright, get in there, Asen. Don't stray too far from the ship. So we have a couple others here. You can't reach and you can't reach. Here come that Lily. The odds of us hitting that thing are very low. Now, the odds of me hitting that thing are very high. I can do this much. Fucking UFOs. Hmm. $63. We need to guarantee a hit here. The blue UFOs die really easily, but hitting them is a pain in the ass. I'm not concerned with much else other than just killing things for obvious reasons. Okay, so now the gang is ready and we need to defend. That fucker right there, though, he's gonna cause some problems. You don't have Excel, actually. Neither of you do. We got double layered Danmaku fields. Dragon kick is probably a kill. So we kick. We kick. We kick, we kick, we kick. Okay, good. See, the problem is that green UFO is gonna come down. He's gonna come down and he's gonna pick a fight. How far can he go? Not that far. Alright, we gotta put the wall. The wall! You can't get through that! Nobody can breach the wall! Nazarene Rod with Sunny Laser. That should be enough. We got this. Go Rat. Let's go Rat! Yeah! Good, good, great. I saw 3,000 damage. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, big rat moment. Okay, alright. So what we really need to do right now is we just gotta throw shit at these fuckers. This line of red UFOs is the one I have the least amount of firepower directed to. And they will become an issue soon, but I picked Patchouli because Patchouli can hit them before they start moving. As long as they attack me when they start moving, I can pick them off like this. And I don't want to move her. Problem here is that I also have a very weak flank side. Very weak indeed. Let's maybe not miss that. It's quite an embarrassing use of bullseye, but it is what it is. Stab him. Roar. The green UFOs will pick their fight, I'm sure. They're not gonna get around me without picking a fight. Alright, Ellie, let's beat the shit out of them, shall we? Bring them up. That's all I want to see. All I want to see is that my initial attack takes them to 50% or below without needing critical. Okay, that did a lot of damage, actually. That did a lot of damage. Those green UFOs are real bastards. Yomu, I cannot fucking believe this, but your map attack is going to be helpful. Flash! Well. Oh, that moved her as well. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. Alright, let's eat the green UFO. We're gonna consume it. I don't use the map attacks. Can I go? I can't, I'm going. Don't hit me by accident, Rumia. We'll leave this to Sakuya and Ramilia. Yeah. Got something stuck in my teeth. Pew! That was really close. What do you mean overly dramatic? Right, you need 130 power to support attack yourself. Which means it's probably better that you attack this thing. Because I'm worried that misdirection doesn't do 2,000, but I'm pretty sure Remy Scarlet Shoot does. 2909 with a crit. So that would have been kind of touchy. Granted, their stats aren't the same. Alright, throw a water ball. Throw a water ball at him! I am the eternal star of the battlefield. She sure has a lot of ego, considering like every other character from the SDM is essentially deployed and is a better unit right now. What are you to her? Okay. Now we hope that nothing goes wrong. Okay, see, they're attacking, and Doll's War is gonna happen again, and it's gonna kill because I'm so fucking powerful. I've gained so much power by observing my friends killing UFOs. Hold on, no! You didn't have to. She blocked it. She defended me. It killed. War! I love war. Oh, you wouldn't. No. 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 I can't do this. Not again. I can't watch this. Oh no, it happened again. Another one down. Oh, that's excellent. Okay, so Nue is actually moving, and that's fine. See, the thing is, I'm pretty sure this map has different things that happen on different turns. So, I'm actually wondering, what happens if you finish the map early? I guess the game just, like you just do that, obviously. But there's different things happen each turn. Like we got Flandre on the second turn, right? Obviously, you can't win on the first turn, but for all, like, just for the sake of argument, if you could just magically win on your first turn, then, like, you would start the next prep menu, and I guess you would just have Flandre as a unit, right? And it's like, oh, okay. I guess that makes sense. Why are you attacking me? You damn fool. I wonder about that, because I'm sure there are other chapters in other, like, Super Robot Wars games where you get certain things over the course of the chapter where it's not necessarily impossible to finish the chapter before certain events can happen. I'm sure that this kind of thing is taken into account, but in this case, like I said here, Nue, the condition here is kill Nue or wait 7 turns. So the game is loading out on turns right now. I'm actually going to forest blaze you again. The game is loading out on things happening for the turns, but if I were to kill Nue this turn, and there's still something that can happen on turn 4 onward, like reinforcements, for example. Oh, that actually outdid the barrier, so it got through it. That's fine. You're okay, Patchy. If you could kill Nue for the condition she fully heals, you get some dialogue. That's it. Wait, really? So they have a failsafe in there. So she's not allowed to die until everything plays out in the chapter. That's kind of funny. Granted, it's a little silly, but it's kind of funny. Bro, I fucking hate that you can't reach this motherfucker. These green UFOs are gonna take the most time, huh? You won't die, I'll protect you. Damn, I'm cool. Brad, they got me! Well, the UFOs are done, let's just go. And then Marissa's like, ah, fuck, I'm late. Marissa shows up fashionably late and misses the ride to the moon. So Marissa's not there at the moon. Well, that's okay. Marissa doesn't do anything important involving with the moon, right? Nope, not Marissa. Nothing important there. Not even remotely. Nope. If she wasn't present, it would change nothing. Yep. 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 You know what's funny about that? So, in Twilight Princess, in order to get the... I'm gonna persist this. In Twilight Princess, in order to get the Midna charge attack, you have to fail against the first Shadow Demon fight. Because once you fail, you go talk to Midna, and Midna's like, fine, I'll help you out. And that's how you get it. But it is possible to do that fight without needing the attack. It's not really intended, but it is possible. It's not really intended, but it is possible to actually do that first Shadow Beast fight without needing the Midna charge attack. The problem is that if you do that, you can't get the Midna charge attack at all anymore. It becomes impossible to get because you were supposed to get it there, and that is no longer an option. So you can't get past you can't get through the last Lanayru Twilight bug because you need the Midna charge attack to kill that. What troublesome familiars, and she's using so many of them too. She's not called a legendary yokai for nothing. Nue, please stop this. No way. I gotta beat this lesson into you as hard as I can. You're just being used by the humans, Minamitsu. Nue, what's wrong? Did me leaving you behind in the underworld make you dis-angry? No, I don't even care about that anymore. What I can't stomach is humans using that ship as they please. Huh? The ship? Right, isn't that ship your most prized possession, Minamitsu? How can you just let humans do as they please with it, whatever they like? Well, she's not wrong about people feeling like they can use it as they please. And I guess we have been overhauling it a lot, and now we're taking it on a lunar voyage. Palanquin ship is very important to me, but Nue, it's not just mine. The ship can do a lot to help other people. It shouldn't have to. It's not fair. If you told me you were doing all this for yourself, I'd be okay with you just living your life taking care of your ship. But none of these people care about any of that. They're just using the ship like it's theirs. They're trying to steal your rightful place, Minamitsu. They're tricking you. Oh, god damn it. She summoned more familiars. I think we're being cornered both physically and verbally. What should we do, Ichiden? Looks like we can't talk our way out of this. Given the situation, we have no choice but to hang in there until the launch. Sheesh, I can't tell if she's being really considerate or just a nuisance. Well, more fighting. Let's see. Mega overkill. Absolute omega overkill. It's not even gonna hit guaranteed. Remy. Remy. Don't be doing shit like that. You got Excel, right? Yeah, you do. But you got all moving a 9 as well. Hey, come on. Kill. Die. I shall carve my name into your very bones. So this move is so fucking cool, but like, it doesn't like do anything unless you get a kill with it. It's basically just a flashy tackle, unless it kills. Because then she does this shit. Grand Cross! And a T-pose. I learned that one from the strongest. Who, me? Peepo Shy? Bro, I fucking hate these stupid ass green UFOs. I'm gonna beat their fucking... Ow! Uh-oh! Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. What turn are we on? 3? Okay. We got a blue UFO! Shit. We got a blue UFO that will make it very close. You know what? That's actually fine. That doesn't even matter. I'm not worried. Not worried. Calm. Calm is my name. Calm. I am calm. Oh, finally. Goo. Yes. Let's play bullet tag. Dance, puppet, dance! Alright. So, I'm sure this is obvious to everybody here, but this creature will be on the team permanently now and forever. Only took me 46 fucking chapters to get her. I'm gonna bet your ass I'm gonna use her. Why? That can almost reach, but Snipe doesn't give it enough. Yo, Quackama would. Bastard. I wonder if Yomu can make it with Excel. Probably not. Damn it. Fuck! $85? It's so funny when a unit like fucking Patchouli has focus. I mean, again, focus is not a bad spirit at all. It's a perfectly good spirit, but it's just funny when it's on characters that have no actual benefit from the evasion effect at all. But they do benefit from the accuracy, but not to a degree where it's like foolproof. But thematically it makes sense for her to have focus, because she's Patchouli. Duh. I'm scared to move her. Legitimately, I'm scared to move her, but I'm gonna move her a little bit. So these green UFOs aren't moving yet. Tile Danmaku hits, but I'm not worried about that blue UFO. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I am worried about this green one. Sho and Ellie are currently playing the I'm a 2.0 unit who doesn't have a standout move game. And it's working. It's working. And Yomu's coming to help. Pain, I feel it. Pain. So much pain. I am pain. Keep it coming, Ellie. You're a superstar. You're a superstar. That UFO down there better pick a fight with me. Choppy. Okay, that's one of the big ones down. The problem is I have more green ones up top, but I have the situation. Ew! That's a very precarious situation we find ourselves in. So this UFO can actually make it. So can this one. Oh, Nazarene can help. Alright, Nazarene, help. Help me kill this thing. We need to put everything in this. Everything into this. This will like barely not kill. Oh. Okay, never mind. Never mind. That like... That killed pretty good, actually. Okay, alright, new problem. I don't have enough faith. Where's your faith? Oh my god. Oh my god. This one cannot reach the objective point. This one can. I need to fire... I need to fire my gun at it. I can't even cast Miracle. Cock and balls! Now it would be helpful for chain, huh? I don't have it, though. Okay. We need to kill this one. Alright, good. Good, good. No, that won't work. The reason why that UFO only has one tile it can go to is because of the dolls in front of it. As soon as I move one of those dolls, it opens up the route to the other tile anyway. So if this doll moves over here, it gets a straight shot. If this doll moves, same deal. It just gets to go that way. Now the one on the far end might actually save it. But before we worry about that, okay, let me see. I gotta defeat an enemy for that to work. We'll be okay. Rolling Star. This one can't make it. Let's show him some teamwork. Nobody can reach. Lily might be able to show up and help. The more you dig, the more money comes out. 2470 is decent. I couldn't predict how'd they move. Oh, rat bastard. That's alright. That's okay, that's okay. Finger gun doesn't reach? Come on, man. Come on. Lily, bust him. Lily. Bust him. Danmaku shot. Alright, blue one down. Okay. Next goal. We position Alice in a good place. And we doll war. Go, go, go! Fight, Alice, fight! You're not dead! Why? Why are you not dead? Alice, look out! Oh, that's good. I can't believe it's not dead. Okay, well. At least I can go gorilla. I can go gorilla. Hold, I can get it. No. No, hold, I can't. Hold, I will not get anything from that. Just try and dodge this. Take that. This is my blend of lunacy and Danmaku. Bongo! Okay, now here's the part I'm afraid of, is that if I move somebody here, like Kane, for example, then enemies are gonna appear up here and then just tell me to go fuck myself. So, your Danmaku does who knows what, but you do have healing for some reason. And you still have Danmaku Chimera. I'm not particularly worried about the state of affairs here, but I am going to push back a little bit to see how you move. I hope you move. You're going to move towards the rocket, surely. So you're going to move towards that conglomerate of goo. 5 units. Oh, right, the dolls. I forgot. This guy's going to run straight to my side, and this guy's going to try and retreat, which is really annoying. Well, can the dolls trigger the flag? Oh, they can. Okay. Alrighty, alrighty. Hello? That's gonna kill me? What the fuck? Oh my god. You have bullseye. Well, I mean, I'll hit her. Why not? Rumi is there. Hee hee hee, so you're my playmate today. What's with her? Something seems dangerous about her. But Nui, the great yokai of the Heian, would never back down to someone just because... Whatever, let's just get started. Hey, you don't just interrupt someone else's monologue. All it takes is proper technique. Get out of my way! You don't want to get hit, right? She is an extra stage boss, don't forget that. You're not gonna stop our vacation. You're mine! You're not even worth my time. Motherfucker, they're not attacking. Why would you do this? How could you do this? I'll take it. The green UFOs ignored me. That's not good. A hero is born! No more fucking UFOs. Fuck all of you! Ah! Those flying sausages keep coming. There's still 3 minutes until launch. Will you be able to handle it? If only we had just a little more help, it'd work out somehow. Sorry I'm late. Oh, thank God. Marissa, you made it. Where were you? Just a bit later and we'd have already departed. My bad, Mima showed up at my place and I got sucked into conversation. Oh wow, Mima came by? Yeah, she's heading to Makaya, so she stopped by to say goodbye. Wait, what's with all the crazy looking discs? Can't you tell you don't have time to explain every little thing? They're connected to that yokai over there who's trying to stop the launch. Blast them with whatever you got, I'm not picky. Roger that, this should make perfect targets for testing my new spell. You came up with a new spell? Yeah, I really wanted to perfect it by launch time. Even if we walk different paths now, I'll never leave behind the magic you taught me. I'll take your star magic with me across the sea of stars, Lady Mima. Here goes nothing. Order the sun. Just gain the Order the Sun ability. At 130 power, gain 100 attack and 10 mobility. Good thing she starts with 130 power. Alright. So your ass is getting cooked. Alright? Plain and simple. I'm gonna cook you. 85? Badgie! Wait, Forest Blaze gives 15% more accuracy. 95! Patchy! Oh, non-directional laser. 100%! Does that kill though? I don't know if that kills. I don't know if it kills. I don't know. I don't know! I mean, it's a blue UFO. It has to kill. It has to kill. It has to kill. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's gotta kill a blue UFO. If it does 1900, we're in the clear. Yes. Yes. 4026. Barely, but it kills. Move? No. That UFO is taking no damage. I'm gonna fucking burst! I want a blazing star, but I really want to take advantage of Yomu's power. But Yomu... 50 MP for this shit. God damn it. Oh, the economy is not good. Alright, fine. This is the right play though. This is just the right play. Oh my Jesus! Why did that do so much fucking damage? Alright then. I didn't think that would do that. I was like, alright, Yomu, you'll jump in and you'll do a little bit of damage and you'll set him up for Sho or Ellie. No, Marissa pretty much killed him anyway. I guess I just overestimate the HP to the defense. I barely did anything! Wait a minute, Yomu! What happened? What kind of fucking damage output was that? You're gonna make me cry with damage output like that. I gotta go slash... Wait, I have to slash the shit. Oh, I gotta go slash the shit out of that fucking rat bastard, though. I need all hands on deck for that. I got 2 turns to do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, because we have this problem here. The red UFO will do what it wants. We're gonna gritty. This hopefully marks the end. This hopefully marks the end of what Ellie and Sho have to do here. We're gonna take this red one out. Because I'm pretty sure now that Marissa's here, no more of these fucking UFOs are gonna spawn. Because we're down to the last couple turns. I can at least start hitting Nue. But obviously getting dialogue with her, I really hope there isn't any aside from Flandre, considering the circumstances of this map would make it very difficult to pull it off. Sho, if you don't kill, I'm sending you back to the zoo. Good. 3970. Good. There's just no time for dialogue. Who am I sending in there? Rat. Get in there and dig a hole. Go, rat, go. Ho, ho, ho. Time to find cash money. Well, you tried, Sonny. See, I vaguely recall when I played this one originally, I did all the pair-ups and whatnot, and it was just like, I was on easy mode, thankfully, so things died very easily, but I just didn't have a lot of bodies. Now I have bodies. So I think there's only one UFO, 2 UFOs left, right? It's just this fucker. And at this point, Alice, it's all yours. A kick ain't gonna do shit. That'll work. 82? Come on! Alice did a lot of work today. And now, I'm gonna start moving everybody towards Niue, but unfortunately, given the circumstances, I cannot kill that last UFO, so I cannot effectively pick Niue off yet. I can, however, get units in position for safety to start beating the shit out of her. 34 to 87. What a bad use of sense. Okay. Wow, look at the time. Are you going on break too? If you ask me, there's nothing better than taking a nap on a bed of red leaves. Too bad they're not in season yet. Oh, don't be sad. Autumn will come. You just have to wait. See you next fall. Fall's ending. It's winter outside. Alright. How boorish of you to get in the way of the glorious moment we've worked so hard to prepare. If you ask me, your moment was messed up in the first place. How come Minamitsu and Ichino let some jerks like you? Save the complaints for after we return from the moon. That's the kind of attitude that pisses me off. Since you're calling the shots, here's a shot of my own. Time for a little carnage. Hey, that did okay. Get out of my way. Move. For a vampire's speed, that's nothing. She's not gonna move towards the ship, is she? She could, but even if she does, I have her right where I want her. That said, I do want to hit her again. Hold on. You just keep trying to mess things up. If you don't stop misbehaving, then Kane's going to give you a headbutt. Huh? A headbutt? And you won't get off with just a bump on the head. Last time she did the Cherno, she ended up half buried. All I'm getting from this is that one of the humans is a dangerous individual. Farming my reacts. So all we have to do is buy time. Should be easy if I just get you lost in the dark. Darkness, that'd be perfect for me. Wait, no, if nobody can see anything in my anyway, my power is kind of pointless. You smell like a smell out of space. You have quite unusual familiars. If possible, I'd like to capture one and take it home. What? Why? Imagine having UFOs as part of your everyday life. Doesn't that sound a bit thrilling? Is this how humans think these days? Okay, I could do a lot of damage on her now, because I do have to end the turn anyway, so we can just double world her. Oh, you're gonna hit me, bitch! Okay, that's better. I should probably, like, move next to Rumia, just in case. And we can just slash the shit out of her. Alright, come here, Glorp. Slicey, slicey. Rumi is here to protect me. You're done! I'm gonna annihilate you for that. After image, come on. Oh, Sakuya. Why? And here's to good health. Sakuya. Wait, that Sakuya has a different set of MP. That's a different Sakuya. Wait a minute. That Sakuya has full HP and full MP. Who is that character? Screw you. No, it did burn my MP. No, I have 50 MP. So that's still me after all. Alrighty. We're okay. She can't reach. This red UFO is gonna try and run away. I think the best I can do right now is try to get as close to Nue as I can with other characters for dialogue. But that's like kind of it. Because I'm pretty sure we don't have any more UFOs spawning. Where are you going? Picking a fight with Lily? Lily? Really? Miss Yokai, please stop causing so much trouble. You're the one who did that whole dramatic thing or goodbye thing earlier, right? So wouldn't you be happier if the launch ended a botch? If Miss Rabbit wants to go home, then she should be able to go home. I just want people to fear me. I didn't want to cast another sense because I already have the alert active, and it doesn't really matter if Lily hits her or not. My dear friend, spring is here! You got her. You want this. Okay. Oh, 1 SP short. You want this, you're getting this. And here we have Marissa spawning on the complete opposite side of the map. Well, not the complete opposite, but pretty much the opposite. Infinite dialogue works. Answer my call, Mini Hakuro. Magic born from the stars I admired. Like a shooting star. Shine. Ha! That is my magic. Isn't she cool? Alright, another kill on Marissa. Keep it up, everybody! We'll be ready to launch in 2 minutes! 2 minutes equals 2 turns. Clear the map by defeating Nue. Alright. So she is now in the danger zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't have any 10 ranged attacks. Unless... Ah. Beautiful. Alright, get as much dialogue as I can. I've read about this recently. Those familiars are called unidentified flying objects. Furthermore, they appear apparently the cause of crop circles. The cause of what? I hear it's a kind of performance in the outside world used to revitalize small villages. So does that make you someone who revitalizes villages? Not sure I'm following this, but I never lent a hand to humans. Everybody thinks she's an alien, but she's not an alien. It's great. That's the wrong spirit. Whatever. Anyway, please stop this. We have a letter for... I don't care what your goal is. Just keep your hands off Minamitsu's ship. How would you girls like it if I tied a giant pillar to your house? All sorts of things had to be done to turn it into a shrine. There was no other way. You even remodeled it? I'm even madder now. What is alien? Can't reach. I won't let you stop this launch. What do you care? You weren't even on the ship. No, but I need them to deliver a letter from Master. I'll read the wavelength of your identifiable power and collapse it. Just a little bit further. I heard you say it before, but you're a friend of Mirasa's, right? If there's a conversation you need to have with her, then I must be a better way to have it. Maybe you don't assume everyone's a spineless doormat, like you girls. I'm a yokai, for crying out loud. We don't do things with hugs and story time. There's just no getting through to you, is there? Miracle! Anyway, if you're really Mirasa's friend, please stop this. No, you should stop trying to make Minamitsu something she's not. You people say all the high-minded words, but I know you're just using her. It's not true. Mirasa and her companions chose this. Like I believe anything a human says. That's not what we're here for, though. We're here for a very specific set of skills. Number 1. Eat your potato, Lily. Okay. Alright, Pinhead. What do you have? You have predicted instinct. So you don't have anything that I need to fury. No, so I can in fact scream. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Alright. Goo ready for deployment. Cheer. Bless. Alright. Lily W. Cheer yourself. Cheer Kane. Bless Kane. I forgot the whole point of this was for me to cast Sense on myself, but oh well. Whatever. I've seen your face in old newspapers lying around. You're a half-beast, but you're chumming around with all these humans? Pathetic. There's no need to choose sides. The coexistence of both humans and yokai is an essential part of modern Gensokyo, so I'm not gonna listen to a lecture from some fence-sitter. I haven't done a headbutt in a while. It's too late to apologize. Whoosh. You. That's what happens to kids who don't mind their manners. Things ain't looking great here. Get out of my way unless you want to die. Her Danmaku does everything. Pain. Pain laser. Ow. I'm in pain. Oh, I think I can attack too! Gensokyo is staying with life! Easy as pie. That's okay. Alright, Flan. I'm leaving it to you. 4 of a kind, Label Tame Full Burst. Does Label Tame Full Burst have any unique dialogue when you kill with it? I don't think 4 of a kind does. I know 4 of a kind is obviously stronger. By quite a large margin, mind you. But I don't know if Full Burst has kill dialogue. I want to see. I don't know who you are, but I'll beat you up. I gotcha. Take that. It's time. For a barbecue! Oh, she dead. Okay, let's rip it apart now. Oh, wait. Yeah. That's the good stuff. You're not gonna stop our vacation. Come play with us. Into pieces. Ouch. Ha. More. Mine. No, mine. From the top rope. No way. Beautiful. Sweet, we managed to protect it. Reimu, are you ready to summon the Sumiyoshi Sanjin? I'm good to go. Everybody back to the ship. My hot eyes. Everyone's aboard. Hit it, Nitori. Alright, igniting rocket boosters. Grr, after all that, they're still getting their way. But I still have a chance. Gosh, she's coming straight for us. Is she aiming for the... I can tell even at a glance that this cloth has a ton of magic in it. If I tear it off, I bet you won't be able to launch. She's going after the lunar veil, but there's no way we can stop her from inside. Oh, no, you don't. She guarded it. Well, Racing came charging in. Thanks, you protected the veil. Phew, that was close. Wait, the Palanquin ship. I'm on the Palanquin ship! Now, Sokotsutsu no Mikoto. She called the power of the gods. The ship's probably safe from attack now. Minamitsu. Anyway, let's talk when I get back to Earth. I've got so much to tell you. We'll talk again, okay? I refuse to accept this. Nue's retreated, so all that's left is to launch. It'll happen soon. Somebody strap yourselves in. Hold on, I'm still... Kane, don't work yourself too hard. I'm looking forward to hearing about your trip, everyone. Eren, were my eyes deceiving me, or was that not... Yes, Udonge's still aboard the ship. Miss Rabbit, please look at the Earth when it's springtime. I'll bring one so lovely that you'll be able to tell even from the moon. Thanks, Miss Fairy. No, actually, thank you, Lily. I'll definitely remember to do that. Buddhist reactor output fully charged, releasing the final limiter. Now launch, take us to the moon! Losses 2. Hodai and Hodai. Unbelievable. Wow, the ground's already so far away. I've never flown this high by myself before. Hey, out of the way, I want to see outside too. Lady Flan, if you look out the window, you'll get hit with sunlight. The ship has monitors, so please have a look at those. You just don't get it, Sakuya. The real thing is totally different. Yeah, you should want to see something as historic as this for yourself. Yeesh, this mistress of yours really fits in with the fairies. Please block the sunlight with your handkerchief then. Tori, how much spirit energy do we have left in the boosters? It's almost out. I guess it's about time to detach the first stage. Reimu, let the gods know too. Yeah, I'll have him change shifts with Nakatsutsu no Mikoto. It seems we managed to get on the correct course. This is wrapping up nicely. Well, other than that Nue girl hounding us up to the last possible minute. That's for sure. I can't believe she attacked the ship. But I hated partying with her like that. In the end, we're just leaving her behind. Again. We didn't exactly have a choice back there. It's hardly the right time for a chat. We had no time to reason with her, and she wasn't exactly being reasonable to start with. Yeah, but still. Why is Nue so upset about your involvement, Murasa? It didn't seem like she was just sulking after having her friend taken away. Well, I think Nue really treasures her bond with Murasa. Murasa's the one who cheered her up when she was feeling down. When did this happen? Back when she was sealed in the underworld, Nue was caught by humans and had her true form revealed. I think she lost all confidence as a yokai due to that trauma. I see. To a yokai based on the unknown, a public shaming is more than just a humiliation. It would be no exaggeration to say that her very reason for living was stolen away. But how would you cheer up someone like that? Nothing special, I just stayed by her side. I could relate to her as someone else who was worried about how to live as a yokai. I'm sure she got her spirits back with all that nice low-key hanging out going on. Seeing our always optimistic captain here must change just to cheer her up. Can I just say real quick? Low key. Nazarin. You know when this game takes place? Stop putting modern day lingo. Stop that. Stop this Zoomer speak. This is fucking. This is like 1982. At the not even. It's like 1912. Fucking Jesus. Don't put your fucking stupid Zoomer low cap, no cap, low key bussin' language here on this rat. Alright? There's no room for it. We're on a giant fucking wooden ship. Fuck off with that. Broccoli boy. Relate to someone else where to live as a yokai. Okay. Seeing our always optimistic captain must have cheered her up. So that's why she holds Murasa in such high regard. That's nice and all, but she's still a pain. She's got its real issues with humanity. Do we really look like we're taking advantage of you and Ichiden? Perhaps we made it look like Murasa had betrayed yokai kind. It can be difficult to accept Hijidi's ideal of equality between humans and yokai. Well, don't feel too bad about it, Murasa. You'll make up with her next time, I know it. She's just in a bit of a mood right now is all. You're right. Besides, in hindsight, Nui isn't blameless here. Huh? I mean, I spent all that time looking for her and she was just hiding and watching me. I've been busting my back helping make it so she can live on the surface and she's just... Easy there. This isn't the first time we've encountered her weird mean streak. Anyway, all you need to do is have a proper talk with her when you get back, right? Yeah, next time I'll catch her and tie my anchor to her feet. Good grief, I'm glad you got your spirit back, but keep a hand on the rudder. Before we can do any of that, we still need to get to the moon and back safely. That reminds me, where did Racing get off to? You're right, she was on the bridge until a little while ago. Racing, please come out of there. Even if you shut yourself up in the fridge, that won't change the fact that you're going to the moon. Ugh, just leave me alone. I want to be alone now. How could this happen? There's gotta be still some way to get back to Earth, right? Yeah, jump. Well, I suppose you could jump out the window. If she tried, I think the air pressure would make that a pretty unpleasant trip. But seriously, Racing, you were so cool back when you protected the Veil. I was touched by your camaraderie. Camaraderie? Yeah, you really stuck your neck out for us. Don't be silly, that was all spur of the moment. Considering the mess I'm in now, I should have just stayed put and watched. Ah, I'm so stupid! Oh boy, this is bad. Maybe we should just give her some space for now. She's been sent to the moon. You are going to Brazil. No! It's already this late. I suppose I was lost in my book. The Palanquin ship should be high up in the sky, but now I think I'll step out. Looks like you're as holed up in here as always. Is that? How nostalgic. Even if none of the merchandise is the same, the store looks the same as ever. So it's just you. I was wondering who'd pop in at this hour. It's just you. Shouldn't you put a little more honey into your words when you're alone with a woman? It's the first time I've been over in quite a while, so how about showing some enthusiasm? I fail to see what honey would get me with you, and the store's closed. But you're right, it certainly has been a while. I hear you came to Gensokyo during the last incident. I'm sure you've heard about the Palanquin ship launch, right? Since I'm in the neighborhood, I figured we might as well see it off together. Ah, so that's why you came all the way out here to my shop. And since you're here at this hour, we must have been thinking the same thing. Yeah, basically. I'd like to do some catching up anyway. Want to head out someplace with a nice view? I was just about to do that. So are Marissa and her friends one of those stars now? Probably. I couldn't tell which for the life of me, though. You just wanted this view for your personal send-off, right? Yeah, I don't care all that much about the launch. I just wanted to see the sky afterward. I mean, you can only see the stars at night. She always used to say that she was going to shine like a shooting star someday. Stargazing like this really brings back memories for me, too. The first time she demonstrated her own magic was after a night of shooting stars. I remember that, too. We all met up to make wishes on the shooting stars. Marissa's been dreaming big ever since. I'm sure she's been a handful for you, Inosuke. You have no idea. She would just keep coming here to see the stars or demand books about stars and the like. But for some reason, that look in her eyes made me want to keep helping her. No kidding. I've never forgotten it either. Mima. Ever since then, she's found her own goal. She's no longer staring at my back. She's now looking somewhere else and chasing something else. In which case, she's better off not having me around. Yeah, I figured that was probably the reason back when you disappeared without a word. It plagued Marissa for a long time after you left, though. I realized that. When I met her in the spring, she seemed to have a cloud over her eyes. But I came to see that it was just another baseless fear on my part. She really can do this on her own. So now I can take my trip with no regrets. Mima. This may look like I'm raining on your parade, but could I say something too? What is it? You're wrong that Marissa doesn't need you. She hasn't changed. She still admires that first magic she embraced, and she still loves using it. In that beginning, also, it was only made possible by you, and you alone. For all this time, you've always been her beloved teacher, and you always will be. Ha! The night air must be getting to you if you're using kind words with me. But resting my wings from time to time like this can be a nice way to calm down. I'll keep you company tonight. Just try to show your face next time you're in the area. Sure. Isn't that nice? We didn't get that characterization. That was all Marissa wrote. What a beautiful sky tonight. I wonder if one of those twinkling stars is the Earthling's ship. I've completely lost track of where it is. Yes, it successfully escaped Earth's gravity. At this rate, it should reach the moon without any problems. Princess, your tea's ready! Good work, Inaba. I was just getting cold, too. Well, yeah, you've been watching a ship since noon, so of course you're getting cold. I guess you're worried about racing it up on board by accident. I suppose I am. After all, I never imagined something like that would happen. Knowing Udange, she's doing everything in her power to stay hidden. But if they do find her, only the Watatsuki sisters can say how she'll be treated. Aren't they your disciples? Wouldn't they just let her go? I mean, she may be a deserter, but that was a long time ago. I wonder about that. I could never tell what they were thinking. And if they do catch her, returning her would be a complicated matter. If that happens, it's out of our hands. She shouldn't have been there to start with. That's a cold perspective. I'm joking. You may be smart, but you're bad at lying. Weren't you kind to her because you realized her determination after fleeing to Earth? No, I would never make a judgment based on personal feelings. You don't need to deny it. I find those judgments much more reliable than ones from your head. It's the same reason you approved of the plan to send a letter. What reason is that? She would rather think positively about living on Earth than come up with a plan to drive out the emissaries, a sentiment I'm grateful for. So let's have faith in them. I'm sure everything will work out fine, and Inaba will come home too. There's something oddly persuasive about your blithe attitude, Princess. Eren, are you making fun of me? No, I'm encouraging you. It's true that Udange is more cowardly than others, but she still has a fierce determination to live on Earth. I'll pray that such determination will lead to good results. There you go. Not that we can do much else, crawling around on the Earth like this. Oops, I let myself get distracted in the conversation. Inaba, I'm going to fetch that tea now. Okay, I'll escort you in. The princess is so quick to accept things with no proof. Some say one must be broad-minded to live on Earth. Is that what they're talking about? I don't think that's the case for everyone. It might simply be the far-sighted view of someone who will live for eternity. Yukari Yakumo and Yuko Saigyoji, so you've come. Yes, this is our way of congratulating you on the successful launch. There was a spot of trouble, but what's truly important is that it launched safely. True enough, we received quite a lot of assistance from you two. They wouldn't have gotten off the ground without advice on summoning the gods of the voyage and the required training. No need to thank me. It was a good opportunity to train Rainbow in divine invocations. But what were you planning on doing if we hadn't gotten word of the matter? If this was all on a whim, I might have to rescind my gratitude. Naturally, if this were merely a vampire pleasure cruise, I wouldn't have lifted a finger. It was only after seeing you make it clear that you intend to remain on the Earth that I lent my assistance. Is that right? The only reason you would send a letter to the leaders of the emissaries is if you intend to keep your feet on earthly soil. Coming from you, that's the same as an affirmation against Sokyo, in which case I will show my benevolence by accepting you. I never imagined the day would you come when I'd hear something like that from you. It seems as if ever since we opened the gates, we've had nothing but people putting us in their debt. That's hardly fair. Weren't you all talking about wanting to root for people trying their best? If a few words from me help things turn out so well, so much the better. That reminds me, I still haven't heard the reason you gave Rima that advice, Yuyuko. You tend to get yourself in trouble. If you want to do something, talk it over with me first, and I can No, Yukari, you always treat me with kid gloves, you know. So this time I wanted to follow my own desires. You did. I wanted to support your feelings towards Kaguya and the Earth. I feel the same way about Yukari and Gensokyo. I know the feeling of wanting to do more. Yuko. Good grief, here I was assuming you had some noble purpose for all this, and it ended up just personal feelings. You two are putting all your faith in vague concepts like determination and feelings. Unpolished and confused. Truly a way of thinking befitting an Earthling. But does that mean it's wrong? Not at all. Rather, it's interesting, irrational, and unreliable, yet somehow reassuring. This land called Gensokyo is a very tolerant place. It even tolerates Lunarians, asterisk, and sentiments like mine, asterisk. It's not about tolerance or anything so simple. Your very being is going to become part of Gensokyo. I'll accept this land and the way its residents think. Perhaps you could extend your greetings once more. Certainly. Welcome to Gensokyo. You are not welcome here. Whoa! We're going to the moon! Look at that! We're on the moon! We're going to the moon! Remy? Flan. Yes. Maddening Dark. Dark Destroyer. Ten little dolls. Frantic doll. Rainbow Bond. Rainbow Masters. Clock ticking away. Indoor magical girls. Red Sun. Red Sun over paradise. Team Chernoflon. Team Wriggle. Scarlet's Twin Scarlet Moons. Danmaku Games. Etiquette Crash Course. Magical Flan Sparkling Stars. Violent Accompaniment. Team Reimu Flan. What? Reisan Udangin Inaba. Okay, alright. Alright. So we have a pretty good assortment of lads and lasses. Well, actually, just primarily lasses, but, you know. It's not... You don't gotta worry about the nitty-gritty. We need to bring Reimu. I ain't got no fucking sweet clue what we're doing here. We don't have enough fucking mana for all this. Fuck. What? Go, go, Sanae. Go, go, Sanae. Hina's not on the moon with me. Hina, where'd you go? That costs so much power. Okay. I have to, like, destroy 2 whole characters. 2 of them. 2 of them have to die. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. You've exceeded your total deployment cost. Don't tell me what I can and can't do. Fuck. Alright, ready? I'm gonna make an executive decision. It's called you sit out. Nazaryn's actually fucking vital to the program, alright? Absolutely vital to the program. You don't even understand. You don't get it. You don't understand. You don't understand. We need safety. Dun 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 dun. I need Nazaryn for pendulum damage. Rat. Rat, 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 rat. Eat a mouse. Rat, rat, rat. Rat, rat, rat. Fairy mousecapade. Okay. La-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da. I need to figure out who this needs to be paired with. Who to need to be paired with for support attack benefit. Thank you, Toasty, for the resub. Not the resub, the gifted sub. I'm bringing in Remy for one reason. Because I'm going to take advantage of Sense Plus for Flandre, and also her movement with Excel lets Flandre move. She's Remy's backpack for now. Because I don't have a better unit to put on Flandre right now, and I'm not going to get the opportunity to put them together as a pair anyway. So I'm going to do that. I am going to do that. But I don't have enough cost. Patchouli, patchouli, patchouli. Yum, yum, yum. Even if I put Diose on the bench, doesn't matter, because I still don't have enough. I mean, these two cost so fucking much together. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. Is there another unit I can stick on her with Excel? But like, I want to put them together because I want to see their pair dialogue. Because you know, it's they're having a good time. Let them have a good time on the moon. Damn it. You ain't gonna see Remy after this anyway, so fucking let her have her damn chapter. But then Marissa's over here. What is Marissa doing over here? I don't know. Now I have even fucking less room. Great. 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 The next chapter's not the one I think it is it? I don't have to fight the scary lady? No? No scary lady? Okay. I can tolerate that. Well, in that case, I don't need Marissa. I can bench Marissa. Marma. Marma. Whoa. Regular gatekeepers. Okay. We're just landing on the moon. Get Reimu her last couple kills. But we need to do pair-ups here. We gotta do our pair-ups. There we go. That's one. Village Protectors. The green one. I'm the green one. I do what I want. Scarlet Servants. That's good. Patchouli. Patchouli can hang out with Ellie. No name? That's lame. Yom. Scary. Yom. Ooh, where'd Yomo go? No, you know what? Yomo's got support defend with her. Maybe it's better to put her with Reimu. You don't have a name? That's so fucking lame. Why do you have a name? Yomu defend. They're both good. But Reimu's gonna take a back seat anyway once she gets her kill. And then Alice is okay with taking a back seat to Ruma. And these two are gonna have fun. That seems good to me. Doesn't look like a problem to me, boys. Learn skills. So what's Goo do? Goo has 170 power, grants 30 damage % dealt. A magical girl. Unit gains the effect of Magician level 4. Attack and accuracy rates based on skill level. And together with Remy. When adjacent or to pair with Remy, both units gain bonuses to accuracy rates, evasion rates, etc. Increase with skill level. That said, Branch of Calamity is mad funny, but we gotta be thematic. Thematic, man. Oh, that's cool. So she lost her ignore size that she had. So now I have to put that back on her. Cool. Flandre burns through MP, right? Oh, fuck yes, she does. Alright. I want to give you MP save, but I also want to give you, I'd like to give you P there, you know. Alright, that's good. They took her skills. Residents discard the mansion other than his unit deploy with 20 plus power. That's unnecessary. Devil Guard reduces the damage taken from all attacks by 1,000. She has no way to block. And then Chains of Fate, which gives sense to both her and... so I don't need her movement per se. 7 movement's still pretty good. But she has Excel, so we can move with that without needing the extra damage. We don't need Puppeteer anymore, so I'm going to put back on Danmaku Brains. I don't know if it's a night chapter coming up. Because we're on the moon, right? Right? Chat, does the next chapter count as a night chapter? Fonts attack with built-in ignore size. All of them? Oh yeah, they do. Okay, Flandere's main attacks have ignore size, but Starbow Break and Danmaku don't. And that's her assist attack, so... Yeah, min-max wise, that was a bad purchase, but considering how much P I'll have left anyway, doesn't matter. In fact, we can even do this, because they both have parasols, but the parasol applies to both units in a pair, so I can actually give her the Suzerain so she can get some P back, and I can make up for that. And Remy will hold the parasol and give them both the benefit. God, I'm so smart. Curious about the branch on him, but it's fine. It looks fine to me. Looks fine to me. Okay. Learn skills. Not, no. Equip, no. No! Upgrade. Go! Armor, MP, HP, 5-9, oh, mobility, some armor, MP, good. Alright, there we go. Okay. Reminder, we're saving. We're saving our points for when we can pour it all into maximum capacity Rumia. It's very important. That said, I can stand to upgrade the ship. Just once more. Okay, alright. Looks good to me, boys. 54%. Okay. So, we did it. Look at that. So Rainbow's at 98 kills and Marissa's at 103. Once Rainbow passes the 100 threshold, they will be backpack units for a little bit. Well, actually, Marissa will be fuck-ass laser damage but she won't be killing things. And then I'll start... Well, I'm not gonna, like... How should I say it? I'm just gonna play the game, right? I'm not really looking to put #1 character. I'm just specifically getting those two up past 100 for a reason. But once they're kind of done, I'm gonna relax on... Like, I'm still gonna use them, but I'm not gonna really go out of my way to make sure they kill everything. I gotta put Rumia back at #1, baby. Gotta put her back at #1. Rumia #1. Alright, but that's it for now. So that chapter did take a little longer than I expected, but I'm glad it's over because it's a pretty rough chapter. The biggest issue with that chapter, as you saw, is it's very easy to lose. It's very easy to lose it. And if you don't really know where the spawns are going to come from, then you can get in trouble. If you don't delegate properly, you can get in trouble. So it can be a bit tough. Thankfully, the game has a bit of mercy, and it's like, okay, spawn UFOs, here's Marissa in that spot. But at the same time, it is kind of one of those chapters that I imagine on higher difficulties, getting the bonus condition is pretty much no, because you can't kill anything fast enough, so you just gotta hunker down. The thing I wonder, though, is that if you do actually, like, formulate a wall in the white squares, will the enemies all approach you by the 7th turn to the point where you can fight them? Because Nue definitely started moving. Nue was 1 turn away from reaching the ship. She started moving. So I wonder if you waited long enough. Like, I guess it would require a lot of DPS. But I wonder if it's possible to actually win that map with the bonus condition without leaving the initial spawn point, just because of how the enemies run towards you. But I feel like you need some ludicrous amount of power to actually pull that off. Who knows, though? Who knows? Anyway, chat, next time, the moon. It's not right.